What's up, everyone? Welcome to another THPN live stream here on the Hockey Podcast Network. My name is Lance, also known as Hefty Duck. I am from the Brew Jackets podcast, and here with me tonight we have the Iceman himself, Jeff.
What's
I'm not
up?
sure
What's
what your
up, man?
last name is. So,
Strawberry
Ice.
Strawberry
Jeff
Ice. The Strawberry Ice podcast. You guys
from the Strawberry Ice podcast. He also joined us on. He also joins us on Brew Jackets, which we just did a pregame for this game tonight. Tonight's game being the Columbus Blue Jackets versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. And if you can't tell, we're Blue Jackets fans.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
CBJ baby.
What's up, Dylan? How you doing, man? Dylan Kaiser's another streamer here. He, I think, helps run THPN, the Hockey Podcast Network, as well. Pretty cool that you're joining us for a bit tonight as well. It's gonna be tonight's gonna be an interesting one, Jeff. Well, we were just talking about all the injuries between the two teams. Oh, also,
it's the damn Penguins. Screw the Penguins.
It is right. I mean, absolutely.
Yeah, but the Penguins do have a lot of injuries, so
yeah. And it's not even injury, just sickness. So I can I feel less bad for someone being sick than for actually being injured. Like, yeah, I want you to feel better, get well soon. Crosby, Malkin, DeSmith, get well soon.
But just not tonight.
They're not in the game tonight. So
exactly.
It's going to be an interesting one. All right, so Jacob already talking shit. Hold on. Says something about Boston is now 14-0-1 at home. Wow, that is pretty impressive, actually.
That is.
Boston, they've been doing well this year. They got my boy Nick Foligno over there.
I miss him.
I miss him every day. Sean Butcher, hey, what's up? Thanks for joining us on the Brew Jackets, and thanks for joining us here, man. I appreciate you a lot. Jacob's score prediction for tonight: Pens win 5-0. Not without Crosby and Malkin. What are you?
Yeah, 5-0. Come on now.
I don't want to say I don't want to be mean to you. I kind of want to be mean to you, but I will say you're wrong. That's it. You're just wrong. Sorry.
You're just wrong. 5-0. That's. I mean, you gotta give us some credit. I mean, we do have Johnny Hockey. I mean, come on now.
And Line back.
And we got both of them there. I mean,
man, yeah. It's gonna be hell of a game tonight.
This is what I said at the beginning of the last on Brew Jacket. I said 3-1. So
that's what. Okay, I was gonna ask you what you had said. I forgot.
Yeah, 3. I think 3-1. I think. I mean, I want to take 3-2, but Dale already took it. I do think it's gonna be a close game because
Dylan Kaiser, CBJ 3-2. Hell yeah, brother. I'm positive.
That's really 3-2 is really what I wanted to go, but I said 3-1 already. Our defense is getting better. It still is ticking me off.
Hell yeah. Sean Butcher says Jackets win 4-2 with the empty net to make it 4. I hope.
Where you go, baby.
Sorry, continue, Jeff.
No, you're good. I'm just saying I think it's the Jackets are going to win this. Like I said, 3-1. I really think 3-2. But our defense is what scares me, even without Crosby and Malkin and all of them.
Call Me Chun Li says, "Oh, hello. Are you both Columbus fans?" Hell yeah, we are.
Absolutely.
Thanks for asking. I guess. I mean, we're not gonna,
that's why we're wearing this.
It's kind of, so we'll try to be unbiased, but not really, because I just can't. It's the Pittsburgh Penguins. If it was another team, I could be a little bit, but it's the Pittsburgh Penguins.
It's Pittsburgh.
It's why I'm doing this.
Pittsburgh. I'm so tired of that.
It's a huge game in Pittsburgh. So the unfortunate reality. Okay, I'll give my score prediction real quick too. I'm predicting 4-3 Blue Jackets because 4-3. That's my prediction. This guy over here talking about Jack Eichel during a Blue Jackets Penguins cast, which is all right. He did really well the other night. We played VGK. We ended up losing in overtime. 4-3, right?
Yeah. I'm agreeing with you. I don't know. To be honest.
And Johnny Hockey isn't very good this season. He should have joined the Devils. All right. I'm probably going to stop reading your comments. Sorry, dude. Okay, so let's get something out of the way real quick, Jacob. So there's a reason he didn't want to play in New Jersey. The way New Jersey fans are acting this year shows exactly why he doesn't want to play in New Jersey. So 1. 2, no one expected him to be exactly the same as last year from the Calgary Flames, who went very far into the playoffs. 3, we have had a massive amount of injuries this year. It's just not been possible. just isn't too
Why
many
did they get hurt
injuries.
the first freaking game of the year?
Yeah, and was out for like weeks on end.
Right.
Jacob Voracek's out indefinitely. Zach Werenski out for the rest of the season.
That one killed me when my
Anyway,
boy, Zach
so
went out. Like,
you know what? I will be as nice to you as you are to me. So please be nice to me. My feelings do get hurt. I am a person. I am real. Just so you're aware. Chun-Li says, I don't judge. I'm a Canucks fan. Hey, well, thank you. Because we are all about in the same boat with us and like Anaheim and a couple other teams down there, Sharks maybe.
We're all
3-2 and
NHL fans
shootout.
Here.
You're right.
Yeah, we're all NHL
Preds
fans.
fan. Hey, yeah, I mean, you beat us the other week at least, Sean. What's up with that? What was up with that? That leak, that water leak at the Preds.
Oh yeah,
Preds thing. Do you know any more about that, Sean? Because I don't know what. I'm assuming it's fixed now.
It was a water main break, I think, is what it was.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
It like flooded like inside and outside.
Yeah, it wasn't good at all.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. It postponed our game, well, the Blue Jackets game against them, as well as like maybe the Avalanche game, something like that. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. It messed up my fantasy team for that league.
Dylan says too much Taco Bell.
Hogged up the arena. Oh.
All right, we got puck drop, boys. Here we go.
Oh, I'm behind your stream.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Let me see if I can refresh.
Yep.
Oh, wow. My stream. Yeah, I refreshed and I'm already. Okay.
Yep.
I was still doing the anthems. All I had to do was refresh my stream and boom,
you're way
it
behind.
up. Yeah.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for you, Lance. I'm here for you.
I appreciate it.
I got you.
Because that's the other thing I try to remind other people who are in chat too. If you are watching along with us, which I hope you are, I understand there's some other games you might want to watch tonight, but this one's a pretty big game. Penguins, Pitt Jackets, always big rivalry there. Just a reminder that some people's streams might be off, so I'm sorry if I spoil something for you.
I'll spoil it for you,
and I won't be offended if anyone spoils something for me.
There we go. It went in.
Holy sh!
Johnny Gaudreau, baby.
There we go.
Baby.
There we go, Jacob.
That
That's in your face. Sorry, Jacob. Sorry.
Dude,
here's Johnny Gaudreau with the goal.
See the angle where he shot that from?
Exactly. He shot it from the right side of their goal, but our left side of the goal, their right side of the goal, the goalkeeper's right, and he shot it like back over his head, like behind his head or something. Hell yeah! Oh man, I wish I had a.
Line got the assist.
Ah man. Oh no. Okay, it hit his shoulder and went up off into the top right of the net.
Heck yeah, baby. Heck yeah, let's go, boys.
The only unfortunate thing about that is I have Tristan Jarry on my fantasy team. That's so I want us to win, but not too bad.
That's why I don't do fantasy. Well, hockey is such a long season. I love hockey,
dude,
but man,
it can be very intensive.
Yeah,
Call me Chun-Li. What you saying there, bro? Or yeah, just let me know what you said. I'm really confused by that message.
He said, all right.
Wild.
All right.
Anyway, so Johnny Gaudreau put us on the board 1 minute into the first frickin' period at Pittsburgh. And
Johnny Hockey, baby.
You can tell
Blue Jacket.
all the fans aren't even in the building yet because they're still filling up.
There's a lot of empty seats there.
Oh no, Sean. I hope you didn't listen to us. Sean says, I put money on CBJ, so this is already such a great start. Hell yeah, dude. Great start.
There you go.
Especially compared to some of our other games.
We'll do if we win, me and Lance take a cut of the money. Just kidding.
Sean's always out here betting, man. He put some big bets on a few weeks ago when I was here last. Yeah, and he did not win them, I don't think. But it's the way she goes. It's the way she goes.
Yep, exactly.
I'm not too much of a betting man, but when I do, I make sure to use promo code THPN.
What was that again?
Help you out. Promo code THPN.
Thanks. I need to hear that twice.
I'm blanking real quick.
So how you feeling about the goalie tonight? You were talking about that a little bit on Brew Jackets.
Here, I just had to say this real quick. It'd be Tango Hotel, Papa, November, THPN. That's the phonetic alphabet. So yeah, Merzlikins is back from 3 weeks. Yeah, we don't talk about that. Oh yeah, that's very Sean. Merzlikins is coming back from a 3-week hiatus due to injury. Oops. Here we go. Hold on. I need to put a new background on.
Okay.
There we go.
Much better.
Yeah, so he's coming back after 3 weeks of injury, of a hip injury, which for goaltenders, the way they have to move like that is very not good. He's had surgery on his hips this last summer, as well as Corpusalo did too. And so that's not good to see them. Excuse me.
Too much beer already.
Ciders, actually. Well, kind of a beer. I mean, it's an alcoholic beverage. It's fermented.
So what is everybody drinking in the chat? I'm normally drinking delicious Jack by Joey beer, but I'm out. So I'm
Nice,
down to good old Bud Light. What were you drinking there?
Oh, I am drinking an Ohio based company called Rheingeist. I'm drinking their Cidergeist Zappy, and it is super delicious. That's
exactly what Brink's is. This is a Brink Brewery, Ohio, another Ohio-based Cincinnati-based Brink Brewery Jack by Joey beer. So
nice. I think I've heard of Brink, right? See, me and Jeff here are from different parts of the state. I'm up from
I'm way down south.
He's down southwest. He down near Kentucky. Where they all kind of talk like they got mud in their mouth. Sorry, Jeff.
I can see Kentucky from my house.
Really?
Down here in the
awesome. Oh, my stream froze. There we're back.
Get off the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, Chun-Li, we are no judgment here. If you like the Pittsburgh Penguins, I'm not going to pick on you for that. I will only pick on people
whoever you like.
It's pick cool. On me first, Jacob. And this kidding, drinking water. Hell yeah.
Call me says he's drinking water. Is it water or water?
Water. A bottle of water.
Water.
A bottle of water. I love it. Are there any British players in the NHL? Huh.
Not that I know of. That's
the only player born in the UK currently playing in the NHL is Nathan Walker of the St. Louis Blues.
There you go.
There's a Liam Kirk drafted by the Arizona Coyotes, but he's not in the NHL. Interesting. I was just curious. I don't know why I started thinking about.
Well, if you're looking at how many NHL players are from Cincinnati, Ohio? I'm curious. I don't even know.
Probably I'll spell Cincinnati wrong. I'll always put two
Cincinnati. Oh, come on. Dude, we're getting a lot of shots. What's the shots on goal?
We are.
I can't see it.
Well, we're about 50% right now. NHL players from Cincinnati, Ohio, regular season stats. Kurt Frazier, born 1958. Oh, that was a while ago.
That was before I was born, dude.
Yeah, a little bit for me. So I'm getting another one. Here's like a prospect one. So prospects are Jimmy Mullen. He plays on one of our farm teams, the Kalamazoo Wings, up in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Yep. Eric Nilsson plays for Lake Forest College. Jason Deitch, Allen American CHL. I don't even know what that Canadian Hockey League. I don't know. Man. Matt Offrey, Kurt Frazier, like we talked about. Wait. Kurt Frazier. Oh, so he played for the Minnesota North Stars in 1990. That was his last year. Dude,
we are all over them right now.
I'm not sure what's up with. Is it my internet? Is something downloading? What's going on? Oh, okay. My overclock reset, and my overclock includes like a internet manager. I don't know how to describe it, but. It was
you got the shots on goal here on the stream here.
I
can't find the glasses.
Sorry, I'll bring this up. This is
better. What they are right now.
3-2 Jackets.
That's it. Damn.
That's shots on goal. So, I don't know how many just shots have been taken. Damn. Yeah. Let me.
Yeah, 3-2. I see shots. I see it on my TV. Yeah, 3-2. We're all over them. Well, now it's on our end.
Dude, what is up with my internet right now? I'm coming through fine, right? Like I'm not jittery or anything.
No, you're fine. Dylan here says JT Miller is an Ohio boy.
Yeah, JT Miller for the Toronto Maple Leafs, right?
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we have a couple like Columbus guys in our team, like from around like Dublin area too. Sean Corrali, Dublin. Uh, Jack Robinson. He played on the like AAA Blue Jackets team back in the day. Dude.
Oh, why can't I think of the name?
So Eric Robinson.
That's
like Jack Robinson. I meant Jack Roslovic.
Right. Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Roslovic. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, we got him.
Yeah. I was so
you said Robinson messed me up. I'm like, wait, no, it's
totally messed with me. There's some other people from this list that have never played in a higher league than AHL from Cincinnati area, but that's curious. I wonder which ones from Cleveland have been too. Oh well. Oh wait, I'm back on the comments.
Yeah, Sean says
sorry.
The Sens are down 2-0. Like 3 minutes.
Hockey's
3
big.
minutes in.
Oh yeah, Biz Nasty played there because he couldn't hack it here, right?
See, Sean Butler. He said the Sens are down 2-0. 93 minutes in. Jeez.
Oh, that's how I am, Chun-Li. I can be like that. That's good. You could tell you. Sens down 2-0, not even 3 minutes. Ooh, that's rough. So the Sens, have not been having the greatest season this year yet, too. Now they got like what? Is it Brady Tkachuk? Because Matthew Tkachuk's on the on Florida Panthers.
Yeah, because I always remember. You remember the video that went viral when that kid was very upset that they drafted him. Did you ever see that video?
I can't recall.
Dude, when the year they drafted it, he was so pissed off. I can't remember, but he was so mad that they drafted him.
Who was it? Was it recently?
Whatever year he got drafted.
It was Brady Tkachuk's year. Was it Brady?
Yeah,
really?
Sure, yeah. Pretty sure it was.
He the one that got mad? Because recently we had Shane Wright, who was originally like Montreal Canadiens had like promised him basically like he was going to come there, and then so he was going to be first pick, and then the Montreal Canadiens came out and was like can't pick someone else, and then so the Seattle Kraken picked him up.
Yes.
But I did say Maple Leafs. Don't tell me it's the Lightning. I'll be pissed if it's the Lightning.
About who?
JT Miller.
Oh no, it is. No, it is Lightning. JT Miller. Yes, JT Miller's on the Lightning.
Current team Canucks. I'm just wrong.
I think he was on. He was
first place, East Palestine, Ohio, USA. I have no clue where that's at. Yeah. East Palestine. What the hell?
Donnell is asking who's on the last.
Oh yeah, Donnell Weaver. What's up? Howdy, hey. Thanks for joining us again. So, Jeff, I will mention there's like pretty much everyone I'm talking to now has been regulars to this stream when I'm on here, which has been really fun. Donnell says, "Oh, it's you, my guy." And who's the other guy with you on the live stream? The guy too. Below me here is Jeff, also known as Strawberry Ice from the Strawberry Ice Show. He also joined us on the Brew Jackets show as well, which we were just on here before this.
I've been on here one other time with you when you're doing this. So.
Andrew Bruchesny, what's up, man? How you doing? We were just talking about this earlier, Donnell. Dude, my stream's absolute garbage right now. I'm like about to just uninstall the Bailey Sports app and just pirate the games. I hate this Bailey Sports app so much. It's garbage. Our thoughts on the Blue Jackets reverse retro with the blue and black.
We were literally just talking about this before we started. The ones they wore. You talking about the ones they wore against the Red Wings the other night, right?
Yeah.
You want to you want me to go first? I'll tell.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
All right. So the game started. I got on it late and I turned it on. And honestly, I live in Cincinnati, so we don't get as much coverage as the Blue Jackets as I would like. So that was the first time I saw the uniforms. And honestly, my first glance, I thought it was the Avalanche. I said, "Are we playing the Avalanche?" I go, "No, that's the Jackets." Like, oh wow. Yeah. So I like them. I really wish they do what I have. I like this with the red up here, but I don't hate them. I do like them. But they give kind of some for some reason Avalanche vibes to me.
That was a penalty then, huh? Bummer. I'm a little bit behind here. Sorry. To answer your question, Donnell, yes, I personally like them. So I was unsure when I saw them standalone. I saw them, like without anything else. I was unsure about them. But as soon as I saw them with the pants, oh, dude, I thought they were cool.
Man.
They reminded me of like the Hawks from the Mighty Ducks, the other team,
Right.
that with the black uniforms. It reminded me of that, which I think they just look tough. That's it. The black one.
I don't hate them. I like them. I think they're cool.
So going back to Chun-Li's question, so Juraj Slavkovsky, this is the guy who got drafted over Shane Wright this year, and my opinion on him is he's fantastic. I think he's a very good pick for the Canadians.
Oh, did you see that pass? Oh, dude.
What's the time you got right now?
Just went through replay. I'm at 10:56.
Shit, I'm way far behind, dude.
The pass was sick.
I don't understand this stream at all.
I can't even see it. My TV's at a slant, so I can't see who it was.
Oh, gotcha.
Andrew wants to know what I had for dinner. Actually, I haven't eaten dinner yet.
I will tell you, I had a weird dinner. Donnell asked, which ones do you like better, the 1.0 or 2.0? I personally, 2.0. Not a fan of the red. Just not a fan.
Yeah. I wasn't. The red is basically the opposite of what I'm wearing, and one of my favorite colors is red. But for some reason, Blue Jackets are blue, so I kind of like that. That's why I like this one. If they would do something like this,
yeah. I mean, just there was so much of it that was red.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like if it was like a little less of it, maybe like. I don't know, but it is reverse, so I get it. But
I understood it. But I would have been
so.
Well, I got a hot take for you. This is that we're talking about retro jerseys, and I know everybody likes them, but I'm not. I don't hate them. I'll put it this way: I don't hate them, but I'm not a huge fan of the Canon ones. Those are ones I don't know why. I know they had them for years. That's not one that I like for some reason. I can't tell you why.
Yeah, I honestly I don't want to belittle your opinion by any means, but I think you're like one of the few that don't.
Oh, I am. Oh, I am. I'm like everybody's like, hey, we love those. Like, I know. I don't like them as much.
I love the third ones. So Dylan Kaiser asks, do the Jackets get much coverage on sports radio at ETC compared to other sports in the area? So I live a little bit north of Columbus. Jeff lives a little bit south of Columbus. So in my area, I get a lot more Cleveland news, which includes Cleveland Guardians, which is the only thing I care about from Cleveland. The Browns, which I don't watch, and I don't really watch much football in general. And I watch the Cleveland Monsters on my podcast
all the time. We talk football all the time.
Right. It gives you a unique perspective sometimes of like what do I pick up from outside and whatnot. So, I personally through Twitter. And through 97.1 The Fan, I get a lot of Blue Jackets news. And
you got to download that if you don't.
But as far as okay, so the Bailey Sports app will cover them, even though I hate the Bailey Sports app so much, it's garbage.
Pretty much everything about Bailey's is garbage, to be honest.
Yeah, that's just I'm not big on Bailey's, but
I miss Fox. I like Fox Sports better when they ran it.
Sean Butcher says he's feeling another goal incoming. Dude, the way they've been passing around them has been great.
Sean, you're right. They're all around the goal. I mean, they're
Donnell says, out of the Reverse Retro 2.0 series, which one do you guys like and your least favorite ones? All right, I will tell you some of my most favorite ones are Florida, Arizona. Oh, man, I have to look up all of them real quick.
You look that up. I'll answer the question. Oh, did we get that?
Oh, I like New York's, honestly. I thought New York's was sick with the Lady Liberty on the front. You gotta love the Ducks with the old school mask on the front. The Kraken's pretty cool. Okay, so I had an opinion on the Vegas one. I thought that it looked super lame, and then I saw it glow in the fucking dark, and my mind was blown. Cool. I was like, "What? That's a thing people do?" I also love the fisherman in the island. Oh, the fight! What are you doing?
Yeah, you're behind.
It's KJ.
Yep.
How far behind?
You're wrong. We're not. Puck hasn't dropped yet. You're like a minute. It's about to drop. So I'll answer your question here about the coverage down in Cincinnati.
What time is it?
9:03 right now.
Oh, that's like right where I'm at.
They're about to drop. They just dropped the puck.
Maybe I'm 9:30. Okay. I'm about 30 seconds behind you, which not the hugest thing.
That's
I'm not sure it's going to get much better than that.
Yeah, no, you're good. So the coverage in Cincinnati is basically none, unless the Blue Jackets make a run to the playoffs. Then Cincinnati starts covering. I wish they would do it a little bit more. But for me, if I'm with Lance. He had a 97.3 the fan. You got to download that app, and they'll give you lots of
They have
Blue
an app.
Jackets coverage.
You can just listen to them online and whatnot. Andrew Chesney, I will get to this here real quick. I'm going to answer a new way ahead of you guys trying to spoil anything. No problem, Sean. It's whatever to me. I'm not going to get offended by any spoilers because I have the stat page up here, and the stat page is pretty quick compared to my thing. So I'm going to go over Donnell's question real quick because I like talking about this. So I told you the ones I like. Now the ones I don't like. Detroit's boring. I don't like Calgary's because I simply don't like the Calgary logo. I'm sorry for anybody. The Oilers, nah. Now, one of the worst offenses in my opinion, Tampa Bay Lightning. That's a garbage uniform.
You don't like the Lightning uniform?
Dude, the reverse retro 2.0.
Yeah.
Like the lightning going on the sides. Super dorky. Dorky. Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Let's see. Who else here? I love the Johnny Canuck logo. Oh, my God. Canes, boring. Chicago's basically Detroit's. The Capitals is sick with the screaming eagle on the front. Oh, it's so cool.
That's the throwback to the 90s.
Flyers, boring. Penguins, boring. Kings, kind of dope. New Jersey, boring. Sharks, cool colors, but boring. I like the colors better for the Wild on their reverse retro. The Bruins, sick. I love the bear logo. It's really cool.
I do like that one. That one is cool. I'll give you that one. I like that.
And Dylan Kaiser says here in Vancouver, it's 98% Canucks, 2% everything else. Well, that figures though. You know, Canada is definitely more geared that way. I'm sure.
Canada's all about hockey. It's hard to get coverage in the States for hockey in general.
Stefan
to be honest.
Manberg says, "Hey guys, what's up, Stefan?
What up?
Am I pronouncing that correctly, Stefan? How's it going?" So Andrew, we'll answer your question real quick. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself, and Jeff will tell you a little bit about himself. My name's Lance. If I don't know if you can see our name tags right now because we have a comment up.
You don't have
I come from Northeast Ohio. I'm a Blue Jackets fan for quite many years now. I love hockey. I basically like hockey and baseball. That's like my main two sports. I like sports where they hit shit with sticks, I guess. But I mean, it's kind of a similar concept in way. No, it's not. At least my stream's not skipping anymore. I grew up here. I lived in Florida for a few years in my early 20s. I'm a former professional tattooist for like a better part of a decade. I'm currently a digital illustrator, artist, and I build game PCs for a living. And
that's why his background looks so much cooler than mine.
Well, yeah. I do a little bit of streaming on the side too. I do a little bit of video games. I do a little bit of art streams over on Twitch as well. You can find me at Hefty Duck. It's kind of not as.
How did you get the name Hefty Duck?
So it's actually really interesting. So back a few years ago, I was trying to remember what my name from back in the day was, which I remembered much later. But and so I was searching online and I went to a random name generator and it's what popped up. I thought it was funny. That's it. Because here's why I did that. I said if it's good enough for Post Malone, it's good enough for me. That's how he got his name, right?
There you go.
So I try to make up like a backstory behind it every now and then, but no, it's just random name generator. Not a Ducks fan.
Thank God.
But yeah, that's a bit about me. I make it to quite a few games. I'm going to another game here next Sunday. I'm going to be a season ticket holder for next year. That's it. So Jeff, you can take her away with a couple.
All right.
Interesting facts about yourself.
My name is Jeff Chernopol. I host a podcast called Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm down here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Born in North Carolina, but raised in the west side of Cincinnati. Been a Blue Jackets fan ever since they started in 2000. My son played travel hockey his whole life. So I've been he's 22 now. He's done playing. He plays in beer leagues now. So we've been a hockey fan our hockey family, true and true, for every sense that we're gone every weekend for tournaments and, everybody put up the Christmas lights and we never had anything up because we're always gone. That was us. I got the name. My podcast is called Sports with Strawberry Ice. I got the name Strawberry Ice back in the 90s because I went to school for broadcasting and I got an internship on a radio station here and I did a sports update and in the morning show for a summer. That's all it lasted. And back then, this is 94, one of the hot guys was Vanilla Ice. So my face gets red. So they called me Strawberry Ice. Yeah. So when I decided to start my own podcast, I just said I could go to Strawberry Ice. So my podcast it's all Cincinnati sports and Columbus and Blue. I try to talk Blue Jackets, but everybody comes there for me for Bengals mostly. So.
I should mention my podcast, which I am part of the THPN network with, is the Brew Jackets podcast, and Jeff joins me on there periodically when he's got the availability. He works very hard at a very early time of the day, and so sometimes we can't make it always work. But
yeah, I got to be at work 1:30 a.m. So
yeah,
I'm gonna be watching the third period in bed here.
Yeah, if you
guys are not coming with me there.
Totally fine. I've done these alone a few times here, and I'm curious if Kevin is able or willing to join us, but that's all right if not. Excuse me.
Wow, that was a good one.
I was trying to get it away from the mic.
That was impressive. That was a long, drawn out one.
I felt it. It was just like
I could tell. I was like all the way down and came back up.
Yeah, it came down from the diaphragm. Absolutely. So I'm gonna go through a few comments here real quick. Dylan Kaiser says he used to host his podcast with Kyle McLaren, former Bruin. No shit.
That's cool.
The players hated the bear logo, apparently. No doubt. Oh my god. So what do they call it? Like Paddington or something? Okay, so here's something I'm gonna try to pronounce really quick. Stefan Manberg says, I'm from Örnsköldsvik, Sweden. Same town as Victor Hedman. What is Forsberg's first name? It's not Alan, right?
No. Oh crap. Oh, geez, give me a break. Philip
Forsberg, and God, let's see Dean's last name too.
Yeah.
Henrik. I knew it was something super stereotypical Swedish. I'm sorry, Stefan, if that sounds rude, but thanks.
Yeah, Peter.
And was considered late or early.
Peter.
Early. Well,
Stefan's got
it.
Peter.
It's late for me because I'm up till about then, but it's early for him because he has to get up around then. So,
I gotta get up at 12:30. That's when the alarm goes off.
Brother, holy shit balls. Yeah, dude.
I slept during the day, so
whenever you gotta go, feel free. It's no worries to me. The CBJ PP unit needs work 100%.
Yes.
Guess who was our former power play coach too? Brad Larson, our head coach.
Yeah.
So interesting. That kind of sucks because, I don't know. I'm a little critical here and there of our coach this year.
Dude, I'm with you. I'm still not completely sold.
Dylan.
I like to be wrong, but I mean, yeah, it's Peter. As I said,
so what's
Peter? It's Peter. Yeah, it's Peter. Yeah. Stefan had it. He said it's Peter. I was a big Torts fan, so.
Philip Forsberg. Wait. Carl Philippe Anton Forsberg.
God. Oh my.
So there's another. Oh, but you're saying that Peter Forsberg was from your town. I got you.
That's what he said.
I always think because there is. I was like, there's a guy on the Nashville Predators with a cool little mustache that turns up in the ends like
he's talking about old school. He played for the Avalanche.
Gotcha. Andrew.
I like you too, Andrew.
I had a long start in life. Daniel Hendrick.
Gosh darn it, people like you.
The town has 40,000. We had 21 former NHL teams. Holy shit! That's such a small number of people.
20 former NHL players.
That's pretty wild, dude. That's awesome. That's considered like a small town here. I mean, like a small city here. Like the nearest city to me, Worcester, Ohio, which no one's ever really heard of. And they have a hockey team. They have a college. They have whatever. And there's like 60,000 or something like that, and it's been growing. So maybe it's like to 70 now. But yeah, it's so like they've never had an NHL team player that I know of. They have
Hey,
way more people than
did
that.
you see Andrew say he likes us?
Andrew, thanks for that, man. I appreciate that someone thinks we're cool because occasionally I don't think I'm cool, so I appreciate the comments, man.
I'm a badass. I know.
We like you too, man. I appreciate you stopping by and being nice to us.
Exactly.
The one person who wasn't being super nice to us is not here. Although they come in every time, and I have to give them shit, and then they like leave for a bit. I don't know if it's because I piss them off or what, but they know what they're saying when they come in here and start.
Get the Sean's comments. He says,
Like, come on, I got the admin power over here.
Yeah, get the Sean's comments.
Sean Butcher says Jackets are owning the Penguins.
They are. They're all over them.
You
gotta get one of these damn goals go in. I'm like, we're right there.
Yeah.
Like, God.
Where are we at? Okay, so we're in the last minute of the first period.
Yep.
Okay. We'll talk about the stats after the period's over. Just a little bit. Yeah, Stefan, that is really crazy.
Dude, that's ridiculous. I mean, 21 NHL players out of his own town. That's freaking awesome.
Pretty wild, dude. I wonder. Well, so like in the Scandinavian countries, as far as I understand, hockey is like a pretty major sport. I mean, because we got Patrick Laine from Finland, as well as Korpisalo, as well as Arturi Lehkonen, as well as what's the other dude?
This goes on and on and on and on.
From the Avalanche. So yeah, and that's just from Finland. And I can imagine. I mean, Barkov, Rantanen, Granlund, Teravainen.
Weren't the twins? The twins from they played the Canuck. Weren't they from Finland? Oh God, it's
what the Zadines?
Yeah, the Zadines.
They're Swedish, I think.
Swedish. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry.
Henrik and Dan. Oh yeah, dude. Okay.
Oh, come on.
That's one that Stefan brought up earlier. Swedish. Not to mention they got PewDiePie coming out of Sweden. Red Wings is falling apart.
Just had a shot, dude.
Tampa is on top of them and carrying this first period. Right on. After this first period, Finland has like 6 million people. It's their powerhouse. Kind of crazy. Yeah, I agree, Dylan. That's pretty wild with not a very big. And it's not even like they're just like a lot of them. There's a lot of great ones that have come out of there.
Just think of the ones, how good the ones are that didn't make it. They're still
right?
good.
I mean, a lot of them are probably playing KHL, EHL, playing, a little bit.
AHL.
It's wild.
Oh, God.
So yeah,
we'll go boys. Come on
some
now.
Stats, and I'll go over some. Oof. And we'll go over some team scores from around the NHL here soon. That was a huge chance. I can't believe it was that close. Sean Butcher.
It was.
Current. Andrew Disney. Did you watch the World Cup? I don't want to get
no.
I don't want this to sound like mean or anything.
I watched one game of the U.S. the first one.
I don't want to get political about it, but I'm kind of not participating in watching the World Cup this time.
Oh, come on.
Without getting political about it, there's some reasons.
I'm just not a big soccer fan.
I grew up playing soccer. It was a huge part of my life for a long time. I don't watch near as much as I used to, but this year with the World Cup being in Qatar, I'm not participating in watching. So that's all. Nothing major, just not this year.
Dude, are you watching this? Dude, we are all over them.
I am.
I mean, what is it?
Well, I'm curious to see how we come out. So this is a pretty Blue Jackets thing to do, is to come out hot.
I know.
And then cool down by the third period.
That's why I want to get another goal before this period ends. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, give us a little bit more room. Now, 2-goal leads are some of the most dangerous leads in hockey.
It's the worst lead in hockey.
Yeah. Absolute worst. So the Penguins are wearing their reverse retros tonight, I think.
Are they?
Because it's the logo. The logo they have on the screen there.
The old one?
That's yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it.
With the V kind of looking thing. Sweden are 11 million. We have 101 NHL players. Holy shit.
Wow.
That's
What
awesome.
time is it over in Sweden right now? Anyway,
It's got to be like 8 a.m. or something,
yeah, you gotta be,
or like probably like 6 a.m. It's got to be morning for you, right,
I think so.
Stefan? Same with me in the beginning. Now I do. I feel that, Andrew. So like I will say, I watched the one game against U.S. in England, and what a lot of people say it was a boring game, but as a former soccer player, it was a chess match.
Holy crap!
It was
Stefan
crazy.
says 1:42
Oh
a.m.
no shit. Okay, so it is morning, but it's
Why are you up?
early morning. Hey, maybe he just had to get up just like you do.
Yeah.
You never know. Sean Butcher says World Cup in the U.S. 2026 is gonna be huge, dude.
Absolutely.
I'm actually excited for that one, and I think it's gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be great for some players who have to play in some not very friendly countries from around the U.S. or sorry from around the world to come to the U.S. and experience life here. Life here is not perfect by any means. We all have problems and everywhere you go, but compared to some of the countries where some of their freedoms might be a little more limited, I'm really curious to see some how the other teams like it here too. I'd be very curious. It's like 6-7 hours apart. Right on. See, Stefan, we this year the Blue Jackets and the Avalanche participated in a game in Finland together, and so that was like it was like 2 p.m. our time, which would be like 1400 hour GMT -5, right? And
wait, I thought math was not a part of this podcast.
1400 is the time, so it's 2 p.m. I know people from around the world do it. I use the 24-hour time myself, and so it'd be like 1400. And then -5 GMT is our time. It's in Ohio where we're at.
Sounds good. I believe you.
Good, because you're making me doubt myself now.
No.
Now I'm thinking about
don't touch yourself. I completely believe you, Lance. I totally believe you.
So yeah, no, that's pretty interesting. That's 6-7 hours apart. I thought it was more, but yeah. So the Blue Jackets played the Avalanche over in Finland. It was pretty cool. You saw it live, but did you just hop a train over to Finland and go watch the game?
I saw it not live.
Oh, not live, but on TV.
Live.
Oh, okay. I misread that. Andrew Pachesney says retro jerseys like half of them and half of them. Yeah, same. It's about half like really good. Okay, I would say it's like a third really good, a third like meh, whatever, and then a third that are like those are hideous. Do not put those on. You just got home from work. Gotcha.
So we got the
2, 3 a.m. That's
into the
about
first
mine.
period here. You got scores of the other teams you said you want to go through?
Yes, I know. Saw it live, but on TV. Yes, Stefan, that's awesome. So Leon Wolf is predicting a score of 5-2 Penguins. Well, I mean they got to score at least one.
At least one.
Before they can get 5.
You have a goose egg right now, sir.
Yeah, you have a big old fat 0 on the scoreboard.
And we are dominating so far. We can't.
Yep, we dominated the shit out of fucking Penguins.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All love, brother. All love, man. All love.
As far as the 5-2 goes, so here's something they got to think about, Liam. Y'all don't have Crosby. Y'all don't have Malkin. Y'all don't have Letang. Who you got left? Some good players, some great players, actually, some amazing players. But at the end of the day, you don't have those 3, and they're a huge part of that team. They make that team. I hope they all get better. I hope Letang recovers fully from his stroke. That's some dangerous shit. I hope he is soon.
He's had, dude. He's had a.
That's his second one.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm like.
He's a young guy.
Rough go of it, man.
Yeah.
And I, as a defenseman's parent, like I said, my son played travel hockey. I respect him. I always like the way he plays. I can't stand him because he's a Penguin.
Oh, dude, Sid the Kid's an amazing player too. Yeah, absolutely. And Malkin, amazing player. I have them both on my fantasy team, and I'm really bummed about tonight. Well, that they're not here. Fantasy team points, I'm bummed about. Whatever.
So hey, we're in the first period here. You said you wanted to go over some.
Oh yeah. I'll read these last few comments real quick. Sean Butcher says, "What I don't get about the NHL is that there's an obvious love for hockey in the South. They haven't put much expansion teams down there." I think okay. So the team, the Atlanta Thrashers in Georgia had to move. They moved
twice.
Yeah,
They've had two
they
teams that lost
became
them.
what, the Coyotes or something?
No, they were the Atlanta
Or the
Flames. Well, I mean, the original one was the Atlanta Flames, not the Calgary Flames. Now the
Calgary
Thrashers,
Flames. You're right.
now Thrashers moved to Winnipeg. They're the Jets. So they lost their
Yeah.
team twice.
So I
They
don't
should not go
know,
back to. They should not go back to Atlanta. They tried it twice. It ain't gonna work.
dude. Sean, it's raining where I live too. If you don't mind sharing, what part of the country are you from? I'm assuming American or Canadian. Anyway,
So
you might have told me before, but
So Lance, you think it's raining at your house? It's raining at Sean's house.
he said it's storming there. It's raining over here.
Dude, we got some comments raining at both our houses.
Chesney says they really miss Letang. Yes, I would too. Letang's a fantastic player. I would definitely miss him as well.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, so yeah, let's go over some stats real quick. We'll just break it down. You can see him here on the screen, I hope. We got 2 more shots on goal, 1 goal that went in. We are 1 for 10 shooting chances. Penguins have 14 blocked shots. Wow.
That's the reason they were not getting them in.
Dude, we've been running it on them. We've been running it. Dylan Kaiser, I agree with that. Houston. That would, it's one of the few. So, like, I think Texas could support 2 teams.
They had a world. It was one of the Cincinnati Stingers in the World. What was it called? The World Hockey Association back in the 70s. Oh. So they had the Houston, I think, Arrows.
The Western, the WHL was like the Western Hockey League or something.
It might have been what it was called. Cause I know, because we had a team down here in Cincinnati. It was called the Cincinnati Stingers. As my dog goes off, because I think my daughter's coming home. So they did have a team back in the 70s.
I mean, Florida, the hottest, state on average, temperature-wise, has literally 2 hockey teams. And now, granted, the Panthers have less fans than the Lightning did, but they literally had the best record in the whole entire league last year, right? They're good. Both teams are great. Tampa Bay won back-to-back Stanley Cups. The Panthers won the President's Trophy last year. Like, what is going on in Florida?
Well, full disclosure, I'm married to a Florida girl, so trust me.
I lived there for a few years myself.
I've heard all about the Lightning for the last couple of years. See, my in-laws have been. Now, I did get up on them. What was it, 2018, 2019, when we swept them 4 straight. So I always tell them we helped you guys get to your back-to-back Stanley Cups because we beat you, and then you got stronger, got better. So
I'll go on a break sometime, Andrew. Thanks, though. What? What are you whatting about? What did I say? I must have said something stupid. Did I swear too much?
Damn it, Lance.
If Houston doesn't get an NHL team, they better make a GIF arena, like the peanut butter. Oh, I see. Sean must like peanut butter. That's his little. Andrew Chesney asked Jeff, "Do you have a dog? What kind of dog do you have?" Because I just heard it too. What kind of dog? What's its name?
His name is Buddy. He's a Beagle Basset Hound mix. That's why he's like.
Oh. I used to have a Beagle mix myself too. He was such a sweet dog.
I love Beagles.
They're so wonderful. Currently, I'm dog sitting for my sister's wonderful mixed dog, kind of a mutt. His name is Gus. I don't want to say it too loud. It's Gus.
Gus, come here.
He's like right over there.
Come here, Gus. Come here, Gus.
I might get headphones in. But yeah, he's so sweet. He's so easygoing, man. I'll try to bring him on camera sometime. He's just laying on my beanbag.
Dylan's got it. There you go. It's the WHL, the World Hockey Association. That's what it was.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay. So what was the
It was because that's where the Jets came from. That's where the Quebec Nordiques came from.
So the WHL is also the Western Hockey League. That was founded in 1966, headquartered in Calgary.
Well, this is the World Hockey
Association.
They merged in 79, I think.
Yeah, and they all merged.
If they would have kept the Stingers, Cincinnati would have had a. This is huge. If they would have kept the Stingers, Cincinnati would have had a hockey team, and Columbus probably wouldn't have. So, yeah. But ours went away.
Lance, you forgot my name. Oh, that's all right. My name is Lance. Yeah, so when we bring up these, you can't see our name tags up here when we bring up comments for some reason. Stefan Manberg says Houston with a question mark. Here's a few reasons for it. Houston is a major metropolis area in Texas.
And hockey's getting big in Texas.
And it is. The Dallas Stars have tons of fans.
Yeah, nice
That's
facilities.
also another Texas team. And so let's look at it this way, though, too. So Dallas has the Mavericks, an NBA team. They have the Dallas Cowboys. They have the Dallas
Texas Rangers.
Texas Rangers baseball team. Yeah. And then they have an MLS team as well. I'm not sure the name. But so then let's look at Houston real quick. So it's in the same state, but you have to understand how big Texas really is. It's so like, for instance, I don't know how to say it better than this, but like the majority of Texas is like a kind of conservative. They call it's conservative red states. Is that what they call them? Red states?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's mostly a red state, and when you get to Houston, it's like a blue city, so to speak. So it's like it's a huge metropolis. It doesn't really match the whole entire rest of Texas. Even like it's not. It has a completely different vibe, is what I'm saying, than Dallas. So, and let's look at Houston. They have the Houston Astros, which boo on them. They got the Spurs. You said?
No, that's San Antonio. They got the Houston Rockets.
So there's 3 NBA teams in Texas.
Oh, there's 3 NBA teams in Texas. Yeah. So they can tell you. Yeah, San Antonio. The only thing San Antonio has, like, well, they might have a soccer team. I don't know. They have Spurs. Right. That's their only.
Okay. So what's Houston's football team? The Houston Texans.
Yes, Houston Texans.
Yeah, and then probably an MLS team too.
Most likely.
And whatever else have you. So
you're the soccer guy.
They're only I really only know the crew.
Let's go. FC Cincinnati. Let's go.
Yeah, right. They're just starting up, right?
We got our first playoff win.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, that's Houston for you, Stefan. That's just, and as a non-Texan myself, I mean, I live probably like 3,000 miles away. That's just my opinion on why.
So real quick, Texas is huge. So I'll get back to what my son played ACHA hockey for the University of Cincinnati, and they made his freshman year, they made the national championship tournament that was held in Dallas, and they have a ton of nice hockey rinks and facilities down there. I know they have an NHL team, so it helps, but I mean, hockey is a lot bigger in Texas than I thought it was. Now, it was as big. I haven't been to Houston, but it was as big as it is in Dallas. I'm sure they can support it in Houston.
Yeah, because the one thing you do have to think about with new teams is where they're going to get their farm teams. They have to get farm teams out there. So they have to get all those like young guys, all those young prospects as well. Yeah, because like the Columbus Blue Jackets have like 3 or 4. Now, to be fair, once you start getting out of the ECHL and the AHL, once you get out of the AHL and the ECHL, oftentimes they're just going to be like renting out players to whatever team. It's not necessarily their team, but we have so we have the Cleveland Monsters as our AHL team, and then we have the Kalamazoo Wings. I think like the Halifax Mooseheads at least has Jordan DeMai on it, and then
the ECHL team should be the Cincinnati Cyclones, but it's not.
Should be.
Should be. That's why I'm like, why? I still don't understand why that hasn't happened yet.
Stefan says, what name could it have then? The Houston.
They were called the Arrows back in the 70s.
The hockey team?
Yep, they were the Houston Arrows. Yep.
That's not bad. I like it.
I don't know if they go with the same name, but that's what they were called back then.
Rockets, Texans. Quebec City could also support a team, but the point is to grow the game. So Houston, yeah,
exactly.
And to a point, hockey is extraordinarily big in Canada, but look, you gotta look at the Sens then too. Is it so spread out up there already that like are the Sens kind of hurting because there's so many other options? I mean, Canada's very large. I know that like 3/4 of the population lives below the Mississauga, Ontario like top line or whatever, and they live all by the Great Lakes. Yeah,
it's too cold to live up there.
The rest of the population lives in Vancouver or whatever. Right. Well, there's always
Toronto,
Alberta, and there's the Battle of Alberta, Edmonton Oilers, and whatever. But yeah, no, and as far as growing the game, yeah, I think that would be huge. You know what I want so badly to see in my lifetime? I want to see a Mexican NHL player on like on the ice. Let's see if I.
That would be interesting.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Yeah,
Go
maybe I just assumed there wasn't very many. But so Scott Gomez, 2-time NHL. He plays on the St. Louis Blues.
Yeah, but is he from America or is he from Mexico?
Austin Matthews. Oh, well, he's not. Yeah, right. He's
Yeah.
he's Mexican American. I forgot.
Right.
Austin Matthews is Mexican American. Al Montoya, Max Pacioretty. Okay, I spoke out of my ass just now. Cool. What an interesting fact.
There you go. All right. Well, I'm gonna do what Andrew says. He's heading home or heading to bed. That's what I gotta do. I gotta eat some dinner.
Well, hey Jeff, thanks for joining me while you could. I do appreciate it.
No problem.
Have a good night's sleep as much as you can before you gotta wake
do
up.
the same thing. And if you guys are ever interested in another podcast, check me out. I'm on Spotify, Google, Stitcher. Pretty much every get your podcast live every day at 5:30 on YouTube. It's called Cincinnati Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hope you guys give me a sub. Yep. Stay tuned to Lance. Lance is killing it here. He's doing a great job. Hopefully, somebody else will jump on with him. I wish I could, but like I said,
yeah, we'll see. I have a couple of other people that may be able to join me here soon, but other than that, adios, amigos.
Adios.
Have a good one,
baby.
man.
Let's go.
Yes, CBJ. Also, Andrew B. Chesney, thank you for joining us tonight. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. It was nice to talk to you as well, man. Hopefully we'll see you a few more times this year. This season, I guess. I usually try to do when the Blue Jackets are away. So that way people like from the home team can watch while they're away because they can't go to the game in person, right? And then big games like this. To me, the Penguins, when we play the Penguins, that's like one of the biggest games of the year for the Blue Jackets. It just always is. I mean, I played them a couple of times, but Scott Gomez played in Alaska. No shit. That's so like, how do you get there from like down there? Like, that's wild to me. Cause like, I guess I've spent most of my lifetime between Florida and Ohio. So it's about, yeah. And in Surrey where you are now. Nice. Certified beauty. Dude, I love Jeff so much. He's been a huge help. You know, it's so wild. Like we were talking earlier on the podcast. We did a pregame for the Blue Jackets before this. And Stefan, hey, have a good night's sleep, my brother. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for giving us some cool information about Sweden as well. Hope you have a good night, and hopefully we'll see you again next time. Yeah, Jeff's been a huge help on the Blue Jackets because like me and one of my other co-hosts there, Kevin, we're like super. This is like the only thing we do during hockey season. Now I do baseball stuff like during baseball season as well. But like that's our main shtick, me and Kevin, is the Blue Jackets themselves. And you know, Strawberry Ice and my other co-host Dale, they do football podcasts themselves, and so you know, they come on periodically. So, but anyway, my point being with Jeff, he's been a fan for a lot longer than me or Kevin. Although we might be like me and Kevin might be diehards now, you know, and we don't miss a game. We go to as many games as we can. We love the input from Jeff because he has that like the history of the Blue Jackets, like at some point, and his son played too. That's so cool. I don't know. I love Jeff a lot. I'll correct that for you, Sean. Let's go, CBJ. Yeah, I hope we can hang on to this lead, dude, for real. I barely watched the first period because I was talking so damn much. I'm a little bit behind you. Let me refresh my stream. Maybe I can catch back up. It just does it sometimes. Oh, yeah, I'm back up a couple seconds ahead now. I thought this was supposed to be on TNT tonight as well. Just trying to look for it. I still get stuck using the Bally Sports. It's just garbage app. Been a very interesting game so far. Yeah, I never really did go over the stats like I was going to that much. But from the stats that I'm looking at right here, I mean, you guys can read them on screen too. We're just giving it more now. I've seen this with the Blue Jackets quite a few times this year. So when the Blue Jackets are losing, we will start giving more hits. And I'm not sure exactly why. I think it's like they're just trying to play. Oh, bummer. That's garbage. It's a garbage goal. Let's watch the replay real quick. It went in? Is that not like interference or anything? Like for real though? That sucks. Well, Merzlikins is back after being away. You jinxed them. Oh, dude, it happens though. Like this is something that the Blue Jackets do a lot at the beginning of second period and third period too. Like first period, they come out like I don't know how to say it, a shot out of a cannon. You know, gotta love the cannon joke there. And yeah, right through the 5-hole. It was like literally. So okay, here's the thing though. Yeah, 71 for the Penguins. Who is that? I can't even see who that is. 71 for the Penguins had a knee on Merzlikins' stick. So that's the interference to me. He had a knee on. So he was. Oh, it's Malkin. He's in the game. Why was I talking about Malkin not being in the game tonight? I thought he wasn't there. Yeah, because of Malkin. So honestly, so if not for Malkin falling on his stick, oh, they're not even going to challenge? Well, whatever then. I don't even. What am I talking about? They do not like challenging. Shit. That's all right. We get it back. Merzlikins loves playing the puck, and it's sometimes to his detriment. I don't know what he's doing some of these times. Yeah, that's the way she goes, Sean. I mean, I don't have money on this currently, but Carter. Shit. My stats are a little bit ahead of my stream right now, but I see that the Penguins just scored another. Fun fact, there have been more successful challenges this year than any other year. I believe that. They've gotten so good with their review stuff. I'm going to watch this replay real quick. Jeez. Wait, Crosby's in too? What the hell? I literally just read before this game that they were sick and they're not going to be in the game. I wasn't even looking for their names. I didn't even hear their names earlier at all. What are they doing? I thought they were all sick. What are they doing? Is it like they had? Yeah. So the only actual injury currently is Chris Letang? What the Damn, that was such a lame goal to give up there. I mean, that was the first one. Like it just didn't feel like definite. Okay, so they just updated this for like literally right at the game time because I looked like about 8 p.m. I looked 2 hours ago and this had a lot more people out. So it's Ryan Poling and Chris Letang are the only two out for this game. And wow, that sucks. I know, right? I'm still like my mind's boggled, and it's the second period already. I didn't even realize that like they were out there because that changes the whole game. That changes like my score prediction. Honestly, that changes pretty much everything I thought about this game. I think it's gonna be personally now. I'm thinking, oh god, I don't want to say it, but I think I'm gonna have to switch the scores around. It might be 4-3 Penguins. Like that sucks for betting and everything because like they just updated that so late. Wow, that's garbage. Like they need to get on that a little bit better. All right, so let's just keep it on second period stats for a second. I'll switch it to the whole match stats soon. Yeah, we just got to make some more shots. That is such a bummer. I'm keeping my eye on my stats now too, because my stats, like I said, are a little bit ahead of my stream. I've been having such weird problems with my hockey stream tonight. Like I don't know what's going on. I don't think it's my internet because like everything else is working fine. I literally think it's the stream. Bally Sports garbage. Oh yeah, this was Matthew Olivier's first game back after like a few days. All the controversy on Bennington. What's your take on him? Here's my take, Sean. I dropped him off my fantasy team. He was doing like in addition to him like being with his little antics out there on the ice and whatever, and being all angry and shit. In addition to that, like he just wasn't playing well. He literally ended with like on my one fantasy team, he had like a negative score, and it brought me down by so much. Like okay, so like that week I was doing like a head to head on fantasy team if you're aware what that is at all, and I had like 85 points. The other guys like 92 points. I lost by 7 points. Well, guess what? I would have had 10 extra points if not for Bennington. So I had to drop him. He's gone. Won't see him again. Angus, how's it going? Sorry, I didn't mean to yell my mic there. Damn. Angus, what's up, man? How are you doing again? I know you weren't saying hello to me, but how you doing? Nice to see you again. I remember you from the last stream I did. The last stream I did here was what was the game? What was the game? I could probably look it up, but I don't really care that much. Well, we keep pushing in some chances here. I mean, so our shots on goal have gone up to at least 2, which we had 1 a little bit ago to their 6. That's what I'm saying, Angus, because here's the thing about a goalkeeper starting a fight. They're not going to be the one to finish it. It has to be their teammates. Well, it doesn't have to be, but like it's probably going to be their teammates, because guess what's going to happen if someone actually like steps up to fight Bennington or to like, say something back to him. His teammates are going to swarm him, which is fine. I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying, as a goalkeeper, you have to like keep in mind, like, are you sacrificing your team for like your own benefit? Like, that's incredibly rude to the team more than anything. And as much as they are there to protect you as a goalkeeper, you should think about it as a goalkeeper to maybe not do that kind of shit. Islanders, that's right. Thank you, Sean, for reminding me. That was pretty fun though. I like doing these a lot because I just like talking to people. Like generally I just sit here in my basement at my house. I live alone and I just watch the games by myself, which I don't mind. I love doing that. Like I if I'm not on my PC like here, I can't sit down for a game. I have to pace. I'm like a pacing kind of guy. So me talking to people helps me almost like relax and enjoy the game. Because otherwise I'm like, come on. Like the entire time. I can't help it. Angus. Hey, how am I doing? I am doing great, man. Thanks for asking. I got a couple ciders in me. I think this is only my second one actually. We had a pregame stream on the Brew Jackets before I came over here. Everyone for the most part tonight has been super nice and very talkative, and I love when that's the case. And granted, I like shit talking too. It's just like I don't want to like be mean to someone, and you know what I mean. Like it's trying to make everyone feel welcome. But if you say some mean shit to me, I'll probably say it back. Blues are up 1-0 against the Islanders. Nice. I have I keep talking about my fantasy team. Sorry, it's one of the things that keeps me like locked into like other teams from around the league. Hard cider. So yes, Angus. Remind me again where you're from. Because are you Swedish as well? We had Sweden in here earlier. I don't fully remember. Like if you want to share, you don't have to share. You just tell me like what hemisphere you're in, if anything. Go Blues. I got nothing against the Blues personally. Oh, what a chance. St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, that's right. You're a big Blues fan. That's right. Scottish blood. Hey, me too, brother. Got my ancestry is German and Scottish. 1-1 against the Islanders. Oh, Sean, you keep jinxing teams, my dude. You keep jinxing all the teams, bro. So yes, a hard cider. So if you're aware of what normal apple cider is or apple juice is, so apple cider can ferment. You add some yeast to it, similar to what they do with beer, although there's no wheat or barley or rye or malt, which are things I can't have. I have severe IBS, and there's a lot of foods I cannot eat. And one of the major ones being gluten, which is wheat, barley, and rye. And so I have to get ciders. Well, I don't have to get ciders. I can drink liquor or other stuff too, but I like ciders the best because it's the closest thing to beer for me. And so this is apple cider made hard. So it's fermented. And thank God it went wide. Oh my God. And basically, let me see. Yeah, they're all at the same percentage as beer. They're all about 5% or around there. So it's very similar to drinking a beer. Yeah, fermented apple cider. Oh, yes. This is one of my favorite. German, Scottish, Dutch, French, and Canadian. Nice. I'm German, Swiss, British, and Scottish ancestry. There's going to be a fight? Who was that? Bayreuther? That's one of the guys we brought up from the AHL here recently. Yeah, dude, I'm looking at making some of my own hard cider here this winter. I don't drink hardly much. Granted, I'm on a show called The Brew Jackets where like we do brew reviews all the time. But I don't drink much, but come wintertime, I drink a little more, partially because I think I'm just cooped up inside for more. It helps relax me then, I guess. But in the summer, I don't drink hardly at all. I get too hot and then I feel sick. Ancestry test. Right on. Well, yeah, even before ancestry.com and all that stuff, I have a great uncle who like traced our lineage back to from that side of the family, traced our lineage back to like the German-Swiss border, which is pretty cool. It's just interesting to know because everyone in America was not originally from here at some point, like other than Native Americans or indigenous people. So we all come from somewhere. Like if you're white or black or whatever, you probably come from somewhere that wasn't original. Well, like your ancestry comes from somewhere that wasn't originally here because, like my great whatever grandparents were. Okay, so I guess I will let you guys chase your ancestry back. That's cool. So I'll let you guys a little bit, I don't know, information about myself here. I am from Northeast Ohio. I live in Amish country. Okay. If any of you know what Amish are, they wear like the bonnets and they drive the buggies and they don't use electricity, right? They do not use electricity. It's part of their religion and religious beliefs. So how they came here to the United States, it's a really interesting story. It basically, they were persecuted along with many other non-Catholic religions. If you weren't Catholic, they were prejudiced against the Protestant religions over there. And so, yeah, they ended up bringing over a group of people called the Mennonites. And so, yeah, basically, watching this game still. Yeah, that's where some of my ancestors come from. Was they came over on that boat. That was like 1700s, I think. So it was or like maybe it was even earlier than that. It was a long time ago. And oh yeah, Angus, yes, there's Amish country in Illinois and Pennsylvania. Where I live currently holds the greatest population of Amish people in one concentrated area. I live in they all have like their own language. They speak like a dialect of German. And so it's like the largest German speaking population in the United States too. So random. But it's a weird like my grandparents were Amish early in their lives. They left. So luckily I know how to live that life because yes, Sean, there are Amish in I think every state now. At one point, there was a couple states that they hadn't been in, but there are small Amish communities in every state at least. Pretty wild, pretty wild. Yeah, I just want to let you guys know about that, just because we were talking about ancestry and stuff like that. I thought it's an interesting fact about where I live, and it's we have a lot of tourists from it. It's a really cool thing at times. The buggies get old because their horses poop all over the roads. I don't even know what to say about that. Penguins need to quit it, dude. Okay, because here's the other thing. Look, he couldn't even get to the left side because he was blocking him from getting there. How is this not goalie interference? He couldn't move farther left because Crosby literally blocked him with his body. So he couldn't. Look, Crosby's in the crease. He's in the crease. What? His knee just literally hit Merzlikins' leg away from the puck. How is that not goalie interference? Challenge it, Brad. Challenge it. Thank you. Thank you. We have to at least challenge one of these because, like, we cannot get down this far. Like, holy shit. Crosby's like, oh, I don't know what they're challenging. Bro, you literally hit your leg against his. Like, dude, what are you? Yeah, thank God. I'm very curious as to what's going to go on here. Now, my official stats over here say 3-1 still. Sorry, hold on. Let me get this screen up a little bit better, maybe. There we go. I don't have the top bar now here. Okay. So I still have it 3-1 on my stats page. Oh, Jacob, my buddy Jeff here, he had to go to sleep. He works at 1:30 in the morning, and he has to get up at 12:30 a.m. So it was nice that he was able to join me at all tonight. Honestly, I was personally kind of surprised. I love Jeff. He's such a good guy to communicate with and to podcast with. He helps me out over on the Brew Jackets pod when he's able. Because, like I said, I mean, he's got to get up super, super early for work, late, depending on how you think of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Sean. Yeah, he blocked the goalie. His left knee came into the crease. And, like, even his whole left foot and his right foot, his entire body was in the crease. That's, like, the definition of goalie interference, right? Jesus Christ. This game's going to make me cry. I don't know what's going on. Oh, yeah, Angus. That's basically the other side of my family was like Quaker types. Yeah, it's wild. That's cool. That's what I'm feeling right now, Sean. That's what I'm feeling. I don't understand that the goal before that. Honestly, I thought they should have challenged that one too. I don't fully get. Like, I wish you know how like football refs like it will explain why sometimes. Okay, so Kirill Marchenko, the guy that just sent to the box to do their to do the penalty for them. This is his first game in the NHL. He just got brought up. Now they have to kill a penalty, which they seem to be having a problem doing, Sean says. Yeah, I know, right? Like, well, okay, to be fair, I think their penalty kill is better than their power play unit. Now, I don't want to jinx myself by saying or jinx the team by saying that, but I do. I actually think we've gotten a couple shorthanded goals this year. Dude. Yo, Crosby's gonna end up having to fight tonight. Doesn't matter if you're one of the stars or not. The way he's fucking acting. I'm sorry. I mean, apologize if anyone's bothered by me swearing. If you are, let me know. I'll try to cut it out. But like honestly, it's just how I talk. I'm drinking a little bit too. I mean, I hate to admit that you're right, Liam, but like you could be right. We did say you had 0. You had to start by getting 1, and they started by getting 3. And now we can't even by meaning the Blue Jackets, we can't even get a break at all. It's you might not be wrong. I'll give you that one. I'll relax. Oh, if you're jinxing everyone, I got to root for the Canadians instead of the Kraken. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, dude. So I've been. So you're a Kraken fan? Oh, I'll read this too. Soon after immigrating to colonies, they converted to Anglicans. Yeah. So yeah, Angus, that's what kind of happened with my ancestors as well. And then during the whole World War II German scare, a lot of people around this area who had German last names like changed them slightly to make them more Americanized and less German looking. And so they dropped like certain things out of the names and whatnot. It's just very interesting, kind of cool. Preds, Avs, and Kraken. Oh hell yeah, dude! I like the Kraken, dude. I mean, are you not gonna like call anything refs? Like, holy cow! Like, we need to get Matthew Olivier out there to throw some hands real quick. Like, we need to throw some hands soon because they're gonna keep trying to take advantage of us like this. We're like, Blue Jackets don't necessarily have like a name, like a tough name behind them. A lot of times, like, yeah, they can just get kind of pushed around sometimes. That's what they're kind of known for. I understand that as a Blue Jackets fan. But like we got good Branson, we got Olivier. Throw them out there and let them throw some hands. Anyway, Sean, we Blue Jackets traded Bjorkstrand over to the Kraken, and I'm very happy for the Kraken that they're having a good year. I'm glad that Bjorkstrand's able to fit in well there and do great this year as well. Pretty cool. I cheer for them when they're on. I mean, they only play us like once, I think, or maybe even twice. I don't even know. And it's gonna be a bummer when it happens because I love Bjorkstrand. I was so glad the way that we got there though. You're a big Pittsburgh fan. That's cool, man. I won't judge you too hard. I'm, Ohioan. I root for the Cleveland Guardians and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Guardians being the professional baseball team, formerly known as the Indians. Ohio born and raised. So like I just can't ever really I can give credit to Pittsburgh teams, but I can't like them. What do you say? Someone fought in the Revolutionary War. That's dope. See, like all my families were conscientious objectifiers. Like they're pacifists. There's very few people from this area who have ever served in the military. Very interesting. Refs have been crap for the past decade. You know what? I kind of agree. I think there could be some things that could help them out. Also with like umpires for baseball, we can get some more. We can get some more cameras, some more like bots, whatever have you. You know what I mean? Like there could be some sort of machine learning that can like at least help them out. You know what I mean? Like in certain aspects, like offsides, it could help them out by letting them know if it's actually over the line, if it's a goal over the line, whatever. And I think that like yeah, we could get some AI refs here in at some point someday. Um, and even at that, like honestly, some of them aren't bad, and it's like they're not doing it on purpose. They are meant to be impartial, and they are all very impartial, but I just didn't feel like they've been going our way at all this year. Very rarely. Oh, somebody's got a souvenir pup. Here's what the Jackets have to do in my eyes, says Sean Butcher. They have to cut the deficit. Defecate is something a little different, Sean. I had to think of the right word too. It's deficit. Defecate is to poop. They have to cut the deficit by 1, and then the third tie it and send it to overtime. Well, okay. So if they're able to do that, then Sean, and if they get that overtime score, then it would be 4-3, which is what my original prediction was. But that's a big if. You have it all planned out. Let's hope, dude. So Angus, really cool, dude. Okay. So the Civil War is where the Blue Jackets get their name from. The Union blue, the Union soldiers and their blue uniforms. So I mentioned I'm an illustrator. I was commissioned by the Columbus Blue Jackets to illustrate some posters for them, and I can't show them currently because they have not been released by them yet. But I will share them on my Twitter when I do that, and they're all Civil War themed. Kind of Civil War mixed with hockey, which is funny because hockey wasn't around yet. But I really love that aspect of the Columbus Blue Jackets. We got the old cannon on the patches here. We got the cannon on the alternate jersey and whatnot. And Sean, that's all right. It was even funnier what you said. So yeah, I very much appreciate like the Civil War like theme, and I love the Civil War history. I've been to Gettysburg. Gettysburg was such a cool place to go. If any of you ever are in PA, check out Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So one of the coolest parts of the Civil War to me was I think it was the 112th Division. Let me see real quick. Okay, so this was actually out of Ohio. Let me get this. I think it was the 112th. Am I right? Oh, it's whatever. I don't even remember. But so like yeah, dude. Back in then, anyway, it was an all black soldier group, from Ohio, and it's just a really cool story, their background and everything. Been to Gettysburg and also Shiloh in Tennessee. I haven't been to Shiloh. I should go down to that one. I've been over to like the Monticello, like Thomas Jefferson's house, right? Or is that George Washington's house? I don't even remember. Easy. Penalty shot? What are you talking about? For what? Dude, I can't. I don't know if I can finish this game, dude. I'm actually like about to throw myself through a wall. Okay, touch. They lifted his stick. Where was the penalty? Where was the penalty? Why does he get a penalty shot? What are they talking about? This is the worst officiating I have ever seen. Easy block. Get out of here. You don't even deserve that penalty shot to even be taking that. Bunch of bullshit. Jesus Christ. Jefferson's house in Virginia. Yes, you're correct, Sean, Angus. Literally, they lifted his stick, which is a legal move to get your stick under there to lift it. They didn't hook him. They didn't trip him. They did nothing. Nothing. They literally Elvis blocked the shot and they smushed him on either side with the defense. That's an amazing defensive move to do. Like, duh. Like, what? Like, okay, I'm actually starting to wonder about this now too, because the 2 goals that the Penguins got last, where like they both, in my opinion, could have been goaltender interference. Like, yeah, I'm biased for the Blue Jackets. I will admit that. But like, I also watch a lot of hockey other than just my favorite team, and I've just seen that. Just boggles my mind. I'm very confused as to how I'm gonna have to go watch someone else break this down, because I'm not understanding why it's breaking down in the way it is. I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. Anyway, sorry. I've been drinking a little bit too, so I get a little steamed about some of this stuff. Mount Vernon outside. Yes, I've actually. Okay, so I have been to Mount Vernon as well. It was a really unique experience. Very interesting. It's very cool to go to as well. It was all on the same trip with Gettysburg and all that. We made like a whole snake all the way to DC, and then on the way back we hit up somewhere else too. On the way back, it was pretty cool. Oof. Who Yeah, well, that is unfortunate because the Preds made a great run that year. They made a great run that year. And I mean, the team, the team having Crosby, Malkin, and Letang, they're still like young enough to play well. It's a dangerous combination. They're just that good. I mean, Crosby's been one of the top players for like the better part of a decade now. Like he's like my age, which I don't know. I guess if no one's really asked, but I'm 31, by the way. Turn 32 here coming up next year in March. And so when I say like Crosby's about my age, he really is. Because he was drafted like 2 years before I graduated high school. Yeah, he's like 3 or 4 years older than me. 1987. I was born in 91, so that makes him 4 years older than me. Yeah. So that's the thing, though. That's the thing is, when you start talking about like sports and whatnot, there's like a certain time frame, I guess, of like where people peak, and generally I'd say when you're very young, your reaction times might be like really, really good, but you don't have the muscle mass. That's like Kent Johnson for the Blue Jackets right now. He's like 19 years old. He might have just turned 20. His reaction times, his shots, his skill level, super high. He's just not very heavy. He can get pushed around a lot, and so it's just interesting, man, how that goes. Damn, I'm so salty about how that went down. Yeah, I absolutely, Angus. It makes me feel older every time I hear about it. Angus says, for anyone who's like not like watching it, who's listening, Angus says it is weird to hear when people are considered old in sports, but I'm much older. I think one of the youngest sports as well, I think, is soccer, because of the endurance required for that, and the younger people generally just have like a very good endurance and less recovery time as well. I mean, younger people being like literally 18 to like 26, maybe. Holy shit! What a save! Oh my god. But yeah, I mean that's just how it goes when it like So I don't know if I talked about Jacob Voracek yet. This is a really unfortunate thing. Jacob Voracek, he started his career out here in Columbus. Then he was traded to Philadelphia Flyers, and then recently in the last 2 years we traded back for Jacob Voracek. He is back here in November 4th. He had a concussion, and this has been like his like 5th concussion or possibly more in his playing career, and he is out indefinitely. He could be out forever. That could be his career. Hopefully it's just for the season, but he's probably not going to get cleared to go for the season. And he's 32. He's literally like half a year older than I am. We look similar too. We got the red hair and blue eyes. But anyway, it's unfortunate. He's one of my favorite players for us, and him possibly being out at all is just a bummer. But like for real, I don't really like. I don't know. I guess I don't really want to bring up any politics or anything. I don't really like. I don't know. My thoughts are with him. Praying that he's not have any permanent brain damage. That CTE kind of doesn't get to him. Because he's still got a family. He's still got a lot of life to live yet. He's 32. That's not even statistically half your life. And anyway, I'll stop monologuing here. We'll read some comments real quick. It just got me thinking, Angus. Yeah, I mean, it's the older I get, the younger they seem. The players seem. Speaking of soccer, you have Argentina versus Portugal in the finals. You think? Oh, and Angus replying to me talking about the endurance required and being young. He says very much so. It requires tons of endurance. Played in high school and college. Yeah, I played soccer for like many years from like first grade to senior year. I broke my foot senior year. It's kind of ruined my plans for playing in college, but I went on a music scholarship anyway, so whatever. It wasn't even a sports scholarship. So oh wow. Oh, ooh, Liney, what a good try. I might be behind some of your streams. Yeah, it does require a lot of endurance. On average, I think the average soccer player runs like 3 miles in a game or something crazy like that. And then professional soccer, they only get a couple substitutions, and they have to do it and they basically have they only get like 2, right? Or like at most. It's like 2 subs. So like basically it has to be for someone who's injured or like maybe like your center midfielder, because they have to play offense and defense like every time, right? But Argentina play the Netherlands on Friday in the quarterfinals. Right on. I have honestly, like I mentioned earlier, someone asked me, I have not been paying attention to this World Cup this year much because of where it's being held at. Like I said, I have no reason to get political about it here, but I just am not happy about where it's at is all. But I am curious as to who's going to win and who's still doing good. I want to see a bracket. Got to see it. Netherlands, Argentina, Croatia, Brazil. Okay, so wow. I could see the Netherlands winning, and Netherlands versus Brazil. Could be England versus Portugal. So, dude, I'm predicting Brazil versus Portugal in the final. With not knowing as much about it, I am 5 subs and 1 extra for concussion. Nice, right? That's still. I mean, you have 11 dudes out there. Not everyone can get a sub at all. Now, in high school, you can sub whenever like you want, I think, and whatnot. But I just heard the announcers say some funny shit. I'm going to have to take a small break after this period. So close. Okay, so far this period, oh my God, look at this though. The Penguins have 18 shots on goal to our 10. Just this period. Overall, let's look at the match stats real quick. 28-20. It's not quite as bad, but still. 19 now to our 10. So they have almost double our shots on goal for this period. Well, they're slamming them in there too because we have 16 saves to their 10. I think that Brazil will win it. I agree about Qatar, but I still watch it speak out against them. Yeah, right. Like I said, I don't like to just offer, I guess, my opinion like that if no one really asked. But yeah, it's just there's just many things about that, the whole human rights kind of stuff that I'm American, man. We believe in not being like that. So, But yeah, I'm leaning towards Brazil, just in general, just because they're always a powerhouse for world soccer. Oh, he tried to bank it off his butt. That's hilarious. Because Joe tried to just bank it off the back of Tristan Jarry. That's hilarious. You know what's so wild? Oh, Line with the one timer. Oh, that's a trip. Oh, they didn't call it on us. Oh. Liney's like one timers, honestly. I mean, when we can get him the good pass, I think it can rival when he's got that clean one timer. I think it could rival Alexander Ovechkin. Look at this one timer. Ooh, the replay's slick. Right into like the armpit of Tristan Jarry. Oh my, that can't feel good. Even with all the pads and everything, like you still have that was like a 90-mile-an-hour shot. Like that can't what? Brazil is hungry since they have not won it in 20 years. Wow, it's really been that long? Because oof. I mean, that was like in my prime, skateboarding. Or I'm sorry, skateboarding. I used to skateboard. My prime soccer playing years, and I remember that. I remember them being good. Unfortunate news in Brazil hockey history news. Pele has gone into, I think, hospice care recently. I saw a headline about that. Remains in hospital currently. And I guess here's the headline saying his health is improving. So, because I was worried, I think I heard the word hospice care, and hospice kind of means hospice is sometimes referred to as like kind of like an end of life caring for you. You know what I'm saying? But I need a very, very small break. I've got to use the restroom. To those of you, I mean, sorry for sharing, I guess. So I'm going to do this commercial break for DraftKings. Don't forget to use promo code THPN. I'm going to do this little commercial break. If you don't see me on screen, by the time that's done, I will be back very, very shortly. I got to let the dog out. Got to use the restroom real quick. So I'll be right back. We'll see you guys soon. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Thank you for sticking around for me. I had to, do human stuff for a second. All right. Brazil ran a great Qatar. Brazil's hungry won 20 years. Pele has greatly improved. That's great. I'm glad because it's such a legend. No one lives forever, but I'd just be sad. Especially, I'd love to see how Brazil continues in this. Continues in the World Cup. What's up, Duchesne? I am back. I am happening. Who's my next guest tonight? Well, I was hoping it was going to be Dale. Dale had joined me near the end of the Islanders stream I did here. I have a couple other people who co-host with me occasionally. I'm on the Brew Jackets podcast, and so I'm the main. I don't know how to say. I pretty much run the Brew Jackets podcast, and then whoever's able to make it for the week, because sometimes life happens. People don't all our schedules don't always match up. There's none of us have the same kind of schedule. I work from home, so I'm able to be the one to kind of have be able to be there every time. So as far as for next guest tonight, there may be one yet. There may not be one. I was hoping they'd be here before the third period here, but it's all right. It's all right. Yes, thanks for joining us back again. You said you were watching. Was it the Canucks game? I can't remember. Okay, well, real quick, since we went over some stats, the stats are always on the screen here. Let's look at the NHL. Let's look at the around the league real quick at scores. I'm just gonna Google it real quick. So, let's see. End of the second, Red Wings are up 1-0 on the Lightning. End of the second, Blackhawks are down 0-3 to the Devils. The Devils are up 3-0. The LA Kings are up 5-1 against the Senators. End of second period. And isn't that at the Senators? Wow. Blues Islanders, let's see. They have 9 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second period. Blues are up 2-1 against the Islanders. 5-1 end of second period. Wow, Kings. That's crazy. End of first period. Panthers are down 1-2 against the Winnipeg Jets. Period 1 with 11:40 left to go. Maple Leafs are up 1-0 against the Dallas Stars. Hurricanes and Ducks and Kraken Canadians are later tonight. So it's crazy around the league how it's been going. 5-1. That's surprising at the end of the second. Dang. The Sens are not that bad of a team. They have some very solid players. Anyone in the NHL is a great player. But I mean, I don't have any Senators on my fantasy team, but I do have some Kings on my fantasy team. So I'm not sad they're winning. But sorry to any Sens fans here. That sucks. That sucks. But it is what it is. So on to us. Let's look at the match stats. I had the second period stats up, so we'll look at the match stats real quick. We'll start from the bottom and go up. 5 takeaways each. I'm actually surprised at this stat. 6 giveaways by the Penguins and 3 giveaways by the Blue Jackets. The Blue Jackets have, on average, had more giveaways against teams this year than they have takeaways, or that the other team has giveaways on average. And it's been part of the reason, we'll lose it in the offensive zone and get countered immediately with our defense is up too high on the point or something. And we'll just get countered and they'll be there. Andrew B. Chesney says, you're a diehard Toronto fan from all leagues. Hell yeah, dude. Well, that's all right. I know the Leafs have they have a very storied history with lots of fans around that area. I don't blame anyone. They're a great team. We don't have a rivalry with them, so I'm not judging. But I mean, I honestly, there's some players. I have some Leafs on my fantasy team too. I mean, there's some players from all around league I have on my teams, but fantasy teams. But yeah, the Maple Leafs are pretty good. I was surprised how they started out the year, but it feels like they're definitely making a comeback with it. Face-offs pretty even, 1%. Hits are pretty even. At one point, I think during the second period, we had more hits and we were losing that period. And during the first period, they had more hits and we're losing the period. Isn't that interesting how that works out? He says hi, Jeff. Oh, this Jeff. Jeff Nelson. What's up, man? Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Thanks for joining us. I was just going over stats real quick, and I was just pointing out that so for the match, we have about equal hitting right now. So hits are right here where I'm talking about. And it's even, but during the first period, we won the period. We had it 1-0 in first period, and the Penguins had 18 hits to our 8. Now we lost the second period, but then the Blue Jackets had 14 hits to 3. Isn't that very interesting? So it's like whatever team's like kind of like behind or losing seems to be doling out the hits a little more to, like try to gain something back. That's wild. I've seen that out of the Blue Jackets a lot this year. They get frustrated when they're down. They'll start hitting, and then unfortunately that leads us to having to do a penalty kill, and doesn't always go well when you have to kill a penalty. So anyway, speaking of penalties, they've killed one penalty off completely. We're 1 for 2. They're 1 for 2 on their power play scoring. 1 power play goal. Penalty minutes. We have 4 penalty minutes, so they're 2. It's not that bad actually. Like, I mean, it is second period. That could get worse by the end of the game. Oh shit. Okay, no, that's fine. Okay, so I was looking at the second period stats, so I'll look at the whole match stats real quick. Penguins have 3 of 3 penalties killed. We have 4 minutes to their 6 minutes, and yet we can't get a single freaking power play goal. That's been the story of the Jackets this whole year, and that's just story of our lives here. We had 2 penalties, or 3. I actually think there could have been, and even with that, one of our penalties was a delay of game due to a failed challenge that I think the challenge that they were wrong on. Just my opinion, but I do think they are wrong. Wow. What? How does this even make sense? Okay, shots on goal, 28, 23. So they're on goal. They have 3. So it's 25 shots on goal, 3 that went in. Yet, okay. Okay, so block shots by a player, saves or by the goalkeeper. I think, right? 19 block shots. Or is that blocking them from taking the shot? I don't actually understand the stat. Now that I'm like, the more I think about it, I think I'm overthinking it, honestly, but I don't understand that. It's just weird. So like we had 23 shots and they scored 22 of 23, correct? And 25, and we've scored 28, yeah. But then block shots, what is that? That's just the players, but then it doesn't make any sense because so we have 23 shots now. It's only a 3 difference between 19 and 22. Am I overthinking this? Does anyone here know? Like, am I like making this harder than it has to be? I'm known to do that. Damn. And honestly, 2 of those goals had nothing to do with Merzlikins. In my opinion, had nothing to do with like him messing up or missing or anything like that. It's just the way it goes. They were like pretty much forced in. I think that there should have been 2 penalties called on both the last 2 of Penguins goals. But I'm biased. 2, I'm pretty biased. 3. I just want us to not lose, so I'm biased. Good as well. Putting out fires. You a firefighter, Jeff? Awesome. Ask Sean watch this. He's watching this game with you. Oh, right on. My team is the Columbus Blue Jackets. I am born and raised in northeastern Ohio. So that's why I mentioned I'm pretty biased against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Sorry for any Penguins fans out there currently. I'm both a Cleveland and a Columbus fan. So there's not a lot of teams from Michigan or, Pittsburgh that I'm not biased against, if any. I think like the Detroit Lions. I don't really care. I don't watch football anyway, really, but I just really couldn't care less if they beat the Browns. But I also don't care about the Browns. Everyone's biased to a certain extent, especially with all sports. Hell yeah. Andrew, did I ask you what's your team? Did you say that you're a Canucks fan, or was it you just literally told me Toronto, right? I'm trying to scroll up a little bit. Yeah, you literally just told me Toronto. Never mind, dude. Sorry for asking again. Always room for improvement. Yeah, I'm definitely a little bit biased. Hey, Jeff, what's your team here in the NHL? We're back on the game. Jesus, wow. A backhand bat out of the air. Wow, that was way too close. Wow. Hey, get on him a little bit closer. Like, dude, I don't understand what's with our defense. Like at the beginning of the year, penalty. He's skated into him. How is that a penalty? It's like his fault. He literally skated into him and flopped over. Andrew Leafs, Jeff and Angus the Blues. Yes, Angus, I do remember that. Okay, so Jeff's the Blues fan as well. Nice. My partner Jeff. So Jeff is also from Ohio. He's from the southern part of Ohio, and I'm from the northern part. And yeah, we're both Blue Jackets fans. I am part of the Hockey Podcast Network, and my podcast is called the Brew Jackets. BREW, as in, a brew, drinking brews with your bros, and it rhymes with Blue Jackets. So I come from the Brew Jackets podcast. As well as Jeff. Well, Jeff has other podcasts. He does like a football one. He's a busy dude. He's a very busy dude. He does like a daily show on his like other one. That's like Strawberry Ice. He mentioned it earlier in this stream. But my main gig, like I said, I'm pretty much the guy that runs Brew Jackets. Not pretty much. I am the guy that runs Brew Jackets, and so that's my main gig. Main gig is the Brew Jackets, rooting for the Blue Jackets. And okay, so something I do on my stream every time. Oh yeah, penalty kill. Oh, sorry, I'm like super ADD sometimes. ADHD actually. So something I do on my show a lot is we do a brew review at the start of every show. We tell everyone what we're drinking and we give it a review so that they can know if it's any good or not. I cannot drink beer due to food allergies, but I can drink ciders. Ooh, that looked like it hurt Gavrikov. Ooh, he blocked that shot with his the inside of his leg. Oh, and another one. How many more can Gabby take? Oh my God, he has got to be sore. He's gonna feel that one tomorrow. We have to play against. Yo, you know what? Punch. Man, I don't want to say this to anyone here, but like literally, Crosby literally needs his face punched right now. Like someone's got to step up and just do it. Someone's got to step up and fight him. Wow. I'm just I can't tell if that's like emotion or that's what they actually just need to do. And that's crazy. Gabby stood in front of those shots, and literally like 4 days ago, he got hit in the face with a puck, and he's still willing to stand in front of him. Blues are up 3. Yeah, Strawberry Ice. Yeah, that's his name. Sean Butcher says, I mean, they are doing well tonight. Blues are up 3-1 against the Islanders. Nice. That's nothing to sneeze at. Blues are a pretty good team. So you Blues fans out there, hold on, let me make sure I get this right. How do you guys feel about your goalkeeper, Jordan Binnington? I'm very curious because I have an opinion on him. I think someone here asked me earlier. I can't remember who exactly it was, but to those Blues fans out there, I gotta ask what do you think? And Jeff, nice. So Jeff, what they're talking about is the other Jeff who joined me earlier on here. He was streaming with me. Then he has to get up really early for work, like 1:30 a.m. early. He had to leave. So, but you've been in Lima, Ohio, and Ball State. I like the saying, "I'd rather ball you than I you." Oh, yeah, Indiana. That's funny. So I knew a guy from Lima, because he was friends with my sister, and she had gone to Bowling Green. Both my sisters actually went to Bowling Green. I went to Akron University. I'm sorry, University of Akron. I don't know if there's a difference, but Andrew Buchesney, I used to love beer. If that's what you're asking, I used to love beer a lot. That's what I would drink. I loved IPAs. I loved the 90-minute IPA from Dogfish Head. I worked in like a fine wine and beer establishment. Like we had like a wine bar and like a very small beer bar, and we had thousands of different kinds of alcohol, and I got to taste many different ones. In the last 6 years, I developed extreme IBS, like will send me to the hospital IBS, and yeah, so I can't drink beer. That's one of the things I can't have. Yeah, I can't have any gluten. So it's like gluten. I can't do eggs, broccoli, cabbage. I don't do corn. It's a lot. I have a dairy allergy that is separate from IBS. Believe it or not, it'll cause an anaphylactic reaction in my throat. So anyway, Sean asked, "Oh yeah, so Angus thinks he's a punk. Thinks Bennington's a punk. And Sean agrees. I agree too. I think that he just look because he's causing a problem for his teammates because his teammates are going to have to step up and defend him, right? Because that's your goalkeeper. You have to do that as a player. That's your goaltender, and him coming out and being that temperamental is like forcing other people to fight his battle for him. You know what I'm saying? I think that's disrespectful to your teammates. Jeff Nelson says he's temperamental. He's off and on, has his moments. Go Zips! Go Zips! Fear the Roo! Yes, I'm very gluten free. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's been like it's like it's all right. I mean, I'm fairly used to it. Holidays are probably like my toughest time out of the entire year, because there's all sorts of food I can't eat and it smells delicious. I have to be around it pretty much, and holidays are really rough. But it's been 6 years now. I'm fairly used to it. There's not a whole lot that would surprise me. I eat out like the last time I ate out was probably like actually I get Chipotle occasionally. I can eat Chipotle. It's just like certain things from there I can eat. That's the only restaurant I've been to in the past like 5 years. I can't do corn syrup, so like I don't drink soda. I don't really eat candy. So overall, I feel pretty healthy. But don't want to get Jeff says don't want to get political, but who the F are we gonna have for a president? Any plan B? What do you mean? Like of the United States? Something wrong with Biden right now? Or you mean like in the next election? Is there any plan B? Dude, I honestly okay, so here's my opinion, and this isn't even political. I just want a president who is not like literally like 2 years from his deathbed. Or like, cause like both, um, there just yeah, so like Obama was kinda younger, and I'm kinda thinking about like maybe that age range again. I'm tired of these geriatric trying to be nice, I guess, but I'm tired of these old guys, basically. I'm tired of them. They don't like their future is a lot less time than my future is. I have a lot longer future than they do. And they're not gonna be around to see what they, what they screwed up, pretty much. Then how could they care? If you're like 80 years old, anyway. So not to get political, but that's my opinion. That's it. Just I want a younger guy to run. That's all. And like a good younger guy. I don't want just some Joe Schmo anyway. Any hot foods? Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah. I see. I literally have to cook myself like for myself like every day, and I usually make like giant meals just so I can have leftovers and everything. We need a millennial. I'm just gonna say, yeah, dude. So like I'm 31. I am like I think on the young side of millennials. I'm definitely not the next generation. Born in 91. And yeah, if I could get someone like maybe like around the age of 40, who has some kids, family guy, so he's concerned about their future. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need someone who has a stake in this other than they just want to be president. And someone that actually like wants to lead instead of just someone who wants to be president. You know what I mean? Like Justin Timberlake? Yeah, sure. Unify the country. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is like I'm not a big fan of yeah, well, Jeff, the other guy is not no spring chicken either. Well, the other guy, meaning the former president. Justin Trudeau. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kind of like Trudeau. I mean, maybe not so polarizing. I kind of agree here with Angus about the unification of the country because the only thing that's happened in the past like decade has just been more division and more further division, further division, further division, and it's just creating problems that way. So if we could like maybe like chill out a little bit on some of like the super extreme sides of either way and maybe find some common ground so we can actually work together to like make the you know do the things we need to do as a country. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. Just because you asked. If you didn't ask, I would never have brought it up. But and then that's all. I know I'm a centrist. I do not take part in either side of the spectrums of either left or right, whatever. So I'm a centrist, and a lot of people hate that, and I don't care because I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about who's better and whatnot. I just don't care. Anyway, let's like I said, that's my 2 cents. Let's look at some stats real quick for this a little bit, because we're at a commercial break on my stream. So starting off the third period, with only one shot so far. Penguins have 4. We had to kill off a penalty already. They're killing off a penalty or they just had to kill off a penalty as well. Penalty killing percent, both 100%. We're even on hits. Faceoffs have been even the whole game. We have 1 giveaway. They have 1 takeaway. That's really not a whole lot happening. We're not very far into the. I would agree, Angus. I would have to agree with that sentiment. Yeah, the Tea Party is annoying. I think what is it? Germany has like 5 political parties. Like that's like some options. You know what I mean? Like we could, you know. Not a fan, but it is what it is. Maybe, no society is going to be perfect, but I would at least like to not burn this one to the ground like Rome. I do like living here. I like my little house and my community and everything. It's kind of keeps me going because don't want to end up in a tough situation. I'm more bothered about the economy than anything political, really. But not to get depressing here. We'll try to talk some more hockey here. Okay, let's look at some scores from around the league while we're waiting. Oh, wait, so the game's back. Oh, well. Look at some scores from around the league yet. 2-0 Red Wings Lightning, halfway through the third period. 3-0 Devils Blackhawks. Devils up halfway through the third period. Kings are up 5-2 on the Sens, halfway through third period. We are down 1-3 against the Penguins here in this game. 12 minutes left in the period. Blues are up, like you said earlier, 3-1 against the Islanders. End of second. Panthers are down 3-1 to the Jets. Jets are beating the Panthers. Panthers have had a weird year this year. I mean, the Blue Jackets beat them, but like they're still like a really good team. Wow, what a save! Line had a really good chance there. And the final one that's currently going on still, in the end of first period, Maple Leafs are up 2-0 against the Dallas Stars. So interesting. Wow, Line, that was so cool. He tucked the stick between his legs and shot it he went backwards through his legs and doinked it. You gotta be pretty confident in that because you just end up racking yourself in the ball. Oh man. I'm gonna flip through Twitter a little bit real quick, see if there's any news out there that I missed. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, nothing I'm seeing on my feed. I follow a lot of Blue Jacket stuff, so I just wanted to see if anyone on my feed here had any news going on, anything cool. Yeah, we get to see Kirill Marchenko and Bernie. Was it Timothy Bernie? Tim Bernie or something? I don't remember his first name. Playing for the Blue Jackets. Those are guys up from the AHL team. Good try, Sillinger. We just keep, at least we're showing some chances. At least we're making it playing on their end. I hate when when we played what was the game I was at? I was at the Florida Panthers game. Okay. When we played them, even though we won, they played the whole game on our end. It was ridiculous. I don't understand how that happens. You can't clear it at least a couple times. But we did, and we ended up winning. Now I also went to the Blue Jackets against Boston this year, and we got shut out at home, which is a bad way to get shut out. We got shut off at home 4-0 that game. We were barely out of our zone the entire game, and that was rough. And that was before all these injuries. Good try, Marchenko. He's working really hard in his first NHL game. Angus, have you been to a game yet this year? Jeff Nelson says. Have you been? Oh yeah, has anyone here been to games recently? Anyone season ticket holders? How often do you guys get to go? Sean Butcher says, I think it's safe to say I'm not very good at betting. Dude, it is what you can go by stats all day, but at the end of the day, hockey means NHL means anyone can win at any time, any place. Statistics are one thing, but with hockey, anyone can win any night. You never know until the game actually happens because, like, just there's so many variables. I mean, there's so many variables that go into the game. Like starting from the top, like from the GM all the way down to like the people who make the ice, right? Because like ice can come into play with games and stuff like that. So there's so many variables that like literally, especially with traveling yet too. If someone's traveling a lot and they're tired, they just played a game the night before. That's just another variable to factor into the game, like which way it could go. But it is what it is, man. I mean, I hope, like as always, don't bet more than you can afford. I'm sure you're fine, but that sucks, Sean. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, there's still 10 minutes left. Angus says, I've not been to any Blues games this year. He went to a soccer game a few weeks back. Nice. Andrew B. Chesney says, who is next on here? Let me check for you, man. Let me check. Bring up the schedule. Who is next? Today is December the 6th. Next up, unless Dylan or someone else picks up the 7th or 8th, the next live stream here will be December 9th, Islanders versus the Devils, and that's going to be Grant Hakeem. So I think a lot of people know him and like him around here. He's a nice guy. He'll be here the 9th and 10th. So keep that in mind. They'll be up here soon. And someone may end up filling in the 3rd to the 5th too. It depends. Honestly, wait, I'm sorry. The 7th and 8th. Someone may end up filling in there. Honestly, like I'm kind of thinking about doing the Blues game tomorrow, since a lot of you are Blues fans as well. I'm sorry, we're playing Buffalo Sabres. Never mind. It's like playing the Sabres tomorrow. I might end up I might be busy. What time is it at tomorrow? If it's late, I could do it. (2-1) Tampa. Who's Tampa playing right now? Ooh, we play the Flames in the 9th. What were the other days I could do this? So December 11th, I'm going to that game. Tomorrow at 7:30. I know they like to have it 24 hours ahead of time. We'll see. But yeah, Grant's on here next. Oh, Tampa against the Red Wings. Okay. Well, that should be a pretty good game. I mean, the Red Wings have been showing up and playing very well this year. Jeff says Sean, he stinks as well at betting. Stopped a long time ago. So like I'm okay at poker, but like anything that involves luck, I just feel like if it weren't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. You know what I'm saying? Angus says he never really got into betting. You invest your money with professionals figuring it out. Not going to burn my bridges. Right on. So in addition to my illustration and PC building business, I am a founder and part owner of a proprietary trading company. So basically, we have like people working for us who are investors. Like we loan them money and they use it to invest and we end up making money off of them. So anyway, just Google it, proprietary investment company. It's kind of complicated, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I would agree too. I mean, I love, having a financial advisor and everything. It's pretty handy. The older I get, the more it comes in handy too. How's a soccer game? Can't take watching soccer. Too many floppers. Yeah. Right, dude. Okay, so I kind of get that, Jeff. It can be kind of slow. I played when I was younger, so I may be looking at the field a little different than you, especially if you're used to hockey. Especially if you're used to hockey where they can actually take a hit instead of just flop down. And yeah, like the England-US game the other week was like 0-0. That was a hard one. Andrew, hey, thanks for stopping by, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, hope you'll join us back here. I think I said the 9th with Grant in the Devils Islanders game. I believe that's what it was. And yeah, have a good night, man. Thanks for joining. I appreciate chatting with you. It's been a fun time. Oh, that's where you went, Angus. Okay, St. Louis soccer club versus German team, Leverkusen. Nice. What is this for the Bundesliga? It's like an exhibition match? Yeah, they're in the Bundesliga. Okay. Wow, they're 12th in the Bundesliga too. Interesting. Oh, it's Leverkusen. Okay. The first A was supposed to be an E, but I'm not trying to correct you. I just Googled it that way. I used to watch the Bundesliga quite a lot when I was younger. Super into like the German teams for a bit, but yeah, dude. So like the flops and diving, it's pretty ridiculous in soccer, and I think part of it, honestly, is that there's so. Oh, Gensel just went off. I didn't hear that. No penalty called. Pittsburgh's coach looks pissed. I can't say that I feel bad for the coach. Gensel, I hope Gensel's okay and that he gets the treatment he needs and he's back in the game. Jeff says, Lance, good to chat with you. I was just going to write that. See y'all later, everyone. Hey, Jeff, thanks for stopping by, man. I do appreciate it. It's been a fun stream so far with everyone talking to me. I enjoy chatting with you as well. And hope all your teams do well, unless they're playing my team. But yeah, take care, bro. I appreciate you stopping out. You're saying good night to Jeff, or are you saying good night to us here, Sean? Yo, we need to get one here literally the next minute and a half to, I think, have a chance to get the second one. In my opinion. I mean, by we, I mean the Blue Jackets need to score here literally in like a minute or two. Fat fingers. Dude, I do that a lot, especially on my phone too. Dude, this is why the Blue Jackets, oh my God. Okay, this is why the Blue Jackets are where they are at right now. Okay? They give up these stupid little penalties all the time. High stick. Come on, dude. That's like, isn't that like one of the very first things you learn in hockey is how to control your stick and not get it too high in the air? Like, come on. That's stupid. Like, what a dumb penalty. Like, dude, if you get a penalty for fighting, cool, because the other guy got a penalty too. What's it matter? No one cares. I actually applaud that because they're both tough guys and they're duking it out. It's cool to watch. But like, a high stick is dumb penalty. Tripping is a dumb penalty. Hooking, stupid penalty. Holding, dumb penalty. Goalie interference is kind of understandable. You can kind of get pushed into them by your own team, by the other team sometimes. But like honestly, high sticking is such a stupid ass penalty to get, dude. Especially this late in the game with only a few minutes left to go. You literally just cut our time in half to be able to come back on this. In half. Like, and not only that, so first we have to kill the penalty, and then we have to get 2 goals to even tie it. And we have 5 minutes left. Like, and I think that was what was that? Gavin Bayreuther? Who ended up getting that? Oh. Yeah. Oh, I'm down here. Duh. Oh, Bernie got a tripping call. Okay, so this is Bernie's first game in the NHL. But even if you're in the AHL, you're still good enough to not do that shit. No, that wasn't Burning. Okay, it was Beirut. It took a while for this to come up. So Beirut is a guy we brought from the AHL, and I honestly, after these last few games, like, he's a great player. He's good, but like, he's gonna get sent back down because that's not his first. Well, kind of why I bitch about it is because that's not his first stupid penalty since he's been up here on the Blue Jackets, and it's just, yeah, you're right, Sean. It can just sneak up on you. It really can. I've seen it. It's very few of them are intentional. Very few, if any, are intentional. People don't hit each other with their sticks for a reason. That's assault. You can actually get criminal charges for that. But it's just one of those things. Oh shit! I just moved my whole desk. Sorry if my camera's bouncing around. I'm blowing it. What is it? 9:30. Oh my god! I'm powering through these too hard. Oh well. I mean, at least Tristan Jarry's been playing really well tonight, so like my fantasy team does better. Okay, so we have our first final for the night. Weren't we just talking? Now Andrew left. Wasn't Andrew just talking about the Lightning were up like 2-1 against the Red Wings? What was that? 2-1 Tampa. Yeah, they were up 2-1. Do you guys want to know what happened? So the Lightning were up 2-1. The game ended 4-2. Red Wings. The Red Wings won. They came back and then won. So they scored 3 unanswered goals against Tampa Bay. Wow. That Red Wings team's something else this year. Kings are still up 5-2 against the Senators. There's like a minute left in that game. Obviously, the Blue Jackets are losing to the what happened? Oh, Jeff Petrie. Shit, Jeff Petrie's on my team too. He just got a tripping penalty. Oh, I see. There's a confusion going on because there's 2 penalties, one for each team, and they were trying to start without Merzlikins in net for the Blue Jackets. They were going to try to pull him. Oh shit! No way. Isn't that a penalty? Oh fuck! Like that, dude. I'll be 100% honest. If I wasn't streaming right now, I'd probably just turn this off. That was embarrassing. There's nothing else other than embarrassing about that entire play. Wow. Yeah, Sean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I wasn't streaming, I'd probably turn this shit off right now because I'm a major Blue Jackets fan. Like, it's just like, there's like, I don't miss games. I've never missed a game in like 2 years, and it was a good try by Merzlikins. Although him throwing his stick was really dangerous because that can be a penalty. Shit. All right, so let's look at some other scores around the league here real quick, since this only has like 3 minutes left in this game. Excuse me. Wow. Blues are up 5-1 against the Islanders. Good for you guys. All you Blues fans out here. Damn. All right. Blues are up 5-1. Islanders. Am I going to do the game tomorrow? I'm heavily debating it. So tomorrow is Wednesday. Ooh. I can maybe do it. Like I'll have to seriously debate it, and then I'll have to ask them if it's okay. Even so, I would like to. What's at 7:30? Yeah, I'll have to talk a bit like the head guys here at THPN because we're supposed to let them know like 24 hours in advance. So maybe I'll message them, see if it could work something. We could work something out. But keep an eye out on the Hockey Podcast Network Twitter. Keep an eye out on Brew Jacket's Twitter. Even my personal one, I got a link, or it's not linked, but that's you can find me on Twitter at Hefty Duck. Sorry, I keep watching this game, like hoping something cool, like something good could happen. We had like 6 men on the ice, so like something should happen. Like wow. Oh no, we only have 5. Yeah, we have 6. Because goalkeeper got pulled. It's an empty net. So anyway, to answer your question, Sean, unsure yet, but keep an eye out for if I do, because no one else has signed up for tomorrow. And as I mentioned earlier, I was commissioned to do some illustrations for the Blue Jackets. And so tomorrow is one of the games that the victory poster is for if we win. So if we win against the Buffalo Sabres, I will get to share my artwork with everybody. But it's not public right now, so I can't do that. And the artwork technically now belongs to the Blue Jackets organization. So yes, it was mine. What just happened? Don't tell me we just got another penalty. I swear. Oh my god. This is torture. This is torture. Like absolute like agony over here. Does the interference have to happen during a goal? Right on, Sean, dude. I appreciate you stopping out for both Brew Jackets and here, dude. That's pretty awesome of you. We appreciate any views we can get. Oh, so he got pushed and stumbled into him. He got pushed and stumbled into him. So how is that not a cross-checking penalty by Brunel? The goalie can get hit in the back of his head. No, because he pushed him. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Runheddle. I don't even know how to pronounce that dude's name. He's not important to me. The only part of that was like he literally pushed him like into the goalkeeper, and then they called it a penalty on Nyquist. Blue Jackets are feeling rebellious tonight, dude. Honestly, not rebellious enough. There hasn't been a single fight, dude. When you're losing 3-1 for most of the game, you gotta like really like just. I don't know. Do something else. Sean, so for anyone who's listening and not really paying attention to the chat here, Sean says refs this whole game feel like they've been heavily biased towards Pittsburgh. There's 2 goals personally that I don't think Pittsburgh deserved that I believe was goalkeeper interference on Merzlikins. Yet they don't want to call it. They don't want to call it against us. Like why? I don't feel we had one call go our way. It was like a tripping call or something. Yeah, I mean we both had 5 penalties. But like they should have had 7. Oh wait, that's just in the. Yeah, it's the whole match. Okay, so, yeah, I'm very unhappy about this this game, this ending. It's not what I had hoped for, not what I expected at all. Actually, I didn't expect Crosby, Malkin, or to be in at all because they like an hour before the game on the injury report they said they were sick. I did not expect them to be in there, like at all, the entire game. And yeah, I didn't see Crosby even in the first period. GG, I guess. I know, right, dude? Like, I don't feel like so. Like, okay, if and when the Blue Jackets lose, or when any team loses, there's a difference between losing while playing a good game. You can still play a good game and then lose. And there's a difference between like tonight where we being the Blue Jackets just fell apart. And there was not really much good to get out of it. The one goal was sick. Like we literally scored within like the first minute of the game and then literally couldn't score at all ever the rest of the game. And we gave up dumb penalties at dumb times. We gave up dumb goals at also very unfortunate times. That last empty netter with Merzlikins going out, that's embarrassing. And then at the very end too, yeah, they wouldn't let honestly, okay. And I've mentioned this on my own podcast several times on the Blue Jackets. I know it's only his second year, but Brad Larson, our head coach, has not had, like, yes, we keep losing, and that happens even with good coaches sometimes. But when you talk to the media and you don't like make anyone feel better, like I don't know how to say it. Like you have to like lessen the blow somehow, and by talking to the media and the fans, then you can lessen that blow by like saying something constructive, saying what you're going to do from here, actually have a game plan, or like, and just tell us what's going on. Because what we get from him after every game is like, oh, well, we just didn't show up tonight. You know, we got the answer. The answer is somewhere in that locker room. Yeah. What does that say? What are you doing? What like your defense sucked. Explain it. Explain to me why. What's going on? You couldn't score a goal. Explain to me why. You know what I'm saying? And Brad Larson just comes out and he's not winning anyone over to him. But here's the thing. It is an unfortunate loss. It is unfortunate. So he doesn't say anything expected. So, but here's the thing. So if they were to fire the head coach, Brad Larson, if they were to do that, Jarmo Kekalainen, our general manager, this would be his second or third coach under his management. This would be his third coach. And that just looks bad on him, in my opinion. And this is, John Davidson's like third GM. He's the president of operations at the Blue Jackets. So why I think that they're going to keep the coach is simply so it looks like oh, what do you yeah, or GM, because here's the thing. Our prospect pool is amazing, but our team sucks. Like they all want to call this a rebuild. Like, okay, it's been a rebuild for like 3 years now. Like, can we like not have a losing season yet, or what? Can we do that? Are we able to do that? Is that a thing? Do other teams do that? Yes, they do that all the time, and there's a reason for it. And it's like I said, even like at the end of the day, if we lose, at least the coach should come out and like give you like something. He doesn't give us anything. He literally comes out and he's like, "Oh well, we just didn't play up to like where we can be at. We just didn't like do this. We didn't do that. Like, but he doesn't say like, okay, so like, yeah, in the second period we lost traction due to someone getting like minorly hurt, and we just like lost our edge, and we just like couldn't keep up. And in the third period, it got in our heads to where we couldn't. They were running around us on defense. Our defense wasn't holding the zone. Our defense wasn't like playing man to man well, or something, anything, literally anything." And he comes out and he just says some bullshit, and he's like, "Well, we lost. We lost. And yeah, so Sean says if we get some veteran defensemen. I mean, that's what we tried to do with Goodbranson. He's been playing a lot better recently. Not tonight. And Angus says sounds like they need to get new management. Okay, because here's the thing: Brad Larson, our current head coach, was John Tortorella's. Everyone knows John Tortorella. He was his assistant coach, and Brad Larson is our former power play coach. Okay, well, what sucked for the past 6 years? Our power play. So why do we choose him? Because like we look at our AH team, the Cleveland Monsters, right? We look at the AHL team. They have a win record for the year. They win with having their best players up on the Blue Jackets because we have so many injuries. And so I personally want the coach from the Monsters to come up and play and to be the coach for the Blue Jackets. Like, because like at the end of the day, like I said, like I'm gonna go check YouTube for the media availability type thing that they do on YouTube for the Blue Jackets, and I'm gonna listen to what Brad Larson has to say, and it's gonna be, I guarantee it's gonna be like, well, we just didn't show up and play tonight, we just didn't give it our best, and we just no shit, you lost, no shit. Everyone knows you didn't show up tonight. Everyone can see that. Give us something that we don't know. Maybe anything. Like you're the coach, in this team inside and out. Like give us something that we don't know. Give us, a little bite. Andrew, dude, I wish I could do something like that. I really wish. So there's like a local hockey rink here. Good night, Sean. I'm signing off too. I had to vent a little bit after this, and there's people here to talk to. And I appreciate y'all talking to me tonight. It helps lessen the blow of a bad win like that, or bad loss like that. Sorry. Good night, Sean. Thank you for joining me on Brew Jackets and here as well. I hope to see you again soon, man. So anyway, I will end my soapbox rant here with this. Yes, in my humble opinion, my own opinion, not anyone else's, I think we need new management, and it could start pretty high in the chain, and we could, because a rebuild's a rebuild. A rebuild includes, why would you get someone from your own organization if you weren't having winning seasons? Why would you get someone from your own organization? Go elsewhere and look for someone from elsewhere. Like, just makes me want to slam my head against the wall, but whatever. Anyway. My rant is over. Thank you all for listening to the event. Thank you all for being here. So, knocked over my vape. So, where is it? All right. So here's me signing off for the night. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate the conversation, the comments here. I always love interacting with people here. Like I said, it kind of can help me through a bad loss sometimes. Just being able to talk to other people and being here alone. Yeah, with all that being said, it was an unfortunate loss tonight. Very unfortunate loss. And hope to see you all again soon. I will try to respond. If there's any comments that come in near the end here, I'll try to respond via like messaging, text, or whatever, or comments. But other than that, thank you once again. Thank you, Angus, Sean, Andrew. Donnell was here earlier. Jeff Nelson was here earlier. We had Jacob stop by, and I yelled at him for being an asshole to me. I always yell at Jacob, like every time. He's always rude to me. I don't know why. It's like, dude, like you can support your team while not talking shit about my team, right? Like you could not be rude, at the very least, right? Anyway, I don't mind a little ribbon here, Jacob, if you check back in. But thanks for everyone. Clark Street Crew. I didn't even see that guy comment until just now. But take care. Good night. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy your hockey games. I hope you all have a great night. Peace. See you soon.